What's going on, friends? It's Anton Daniels, and I gotta have a conversation with you guys about Teach Henley because you see how the sun is hitting me. This is no finesse, no makeup, no filters, no none of that. This is 100% Teach Henley. I use it in the morning as soon as I get up, right after I pray and brush my teeth, jump in the shower, and I'm hitting the streets because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So even though they're giving you 40% off your first order, 20% off for life, even though you may get a free gift, forget all that, right? Because we would do this even if it was full price because it's worth that much. I'm in the streets, I'm kicking it with people, and I see Dusties everywhere. You don't want to be them. You want to separate yourself. And the way that you separate yourself is self care. Ladies get it for the fellas. Fellas don't wait for the ladies to get it for you. I'm about to hit the streets right now, and I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling great. I mean, I already got confidence, but to have that extra boost of confidence, knowing that you've taken care of yourself and you set yourself apart from all of the rest of the sheep that's walking around making bad decisions on a daily basis. And it's reflected in their actions. It's reflected in the products that they use. It's reflected in the people that they follow. And so if you're trying to level up, if you're trying to make sure that you look good, they're going to send you the pack. They're going to give you all of the instructions on how you're supposed to use it. Then make sure you get your Teach Henley. Again, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Get your free gift. Make sure you tap in with your boy Anton Daniels because Unc is never going to lead you wrong. I would never have you use a product that I don't use myself. Again, they've been rocking with me for a long time. Make sure you get your Teach Henley. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. What's going on? Is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Thank y'all for tuning in for another edition of After Hours. I'm your host, Anton Daniels, along with my friends. You got Brittany, Q, Sanchez, Slimmy, and I don't know who's coming and who's not coming, but that's what we got rocking out on the panel right now. What's happening, y'all?
Hey, they coming. Kim just got to her destination.
What up, y'all? How y'all feeling? How's everybody else feeling?
What's happening?
Good.
Guess everybody quiet. No worries. Everybody focused.
I think your sound is messed up, or somebody's sound's an echo.
Somebody got something going on.
Well, that's that. Let me double check my sound just to make sure that everything is good on my end real quick. Echo cancellation, automatically adjust mic volume. Am I too loud? Am I good? All right, cool. All right, well, we here. I hope everybody had a decent weekend. So just to let the chat know, chat, we Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday now. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All right. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I have other plans for other days of the week. I'm thinking Friday might be a little more spicy. Monday maybe thinking about having an all gas night, maybe testing that out a little bit, seeing how that fly. So I don't know. I'm gonna see what's happening. What's up, y'all? What up? Anything else that we need to jump into before we get into the show?
Nope, you got big plans for this weekend?
Um,
Father's Day weekend.
no, I don't care nothing about that. I've never been. Never cared about that. I have to go to my daughter's graduation party.
Okay.
At her house?
Uh-uh.
Didn't she? Don't she got one at her house or something?
Well, she got what, a graduation party?
Yeah, I thought you said that she was talking about she had to plan one for her house or something with her friends. Is that a thing? Did I just make that up?
Yeah, I think so.
How planning your daughter's life is crazy.
Yeah. No, it ain't at her house. It's just a graduation party. So, just chilling. Life is good, and so I got her gift today. It's pretty dope. It's pretty sick.
What'd you get?
Another car.
Huh? It's
Oh, that Rolex she wanted probably. It is not jumping in Kansas City. You're jumping with a bunch of shoot-offs. Every day it's been something. And we got our visitors here too. Embarrassing.
So it's a new Rolex for her.
Nice.
So it's pretty sick.
It is. That is cute.
So got her gift. So that'll be popping. And then they got like these new graduates is different. I didn't know that like dresses for a graduation party.
Mm-hmm. Graduation year is just expensive. Senior year is expensive, period.
So that I got the graduation party, and then like her dress, she bought a dress for a graduation. I just didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know when I graduated. I didn't even want an open house. I don't want none of that. I was just chilling.
I think it's a girl. I think it's probably a girl thing. Because my kid, we just threw him some money, and that was it. We didn't really. Yeah. We didn't do nothing special. Like girls just want extra shit.
Yeah, that may be it too. And
girls think they got to celebrate everything.
Well, you know, girls, even regular girls, they feel like their birthday is all month.
Facts, yeah, that
they
too.
They don't just be like, oh, my birthday. They be like, my birthday is all month. And then some girls feel like they got to go out of town every time they celebrate their birthday. So
I went off on a girl today because she act like these internet people. I don't think she like me right now.
What? What does that mean?
Like one of the women in my life, I'm like, you act like these dumb, funky heifers that we talk to on the internet every day. And I was like, it makes me sad. And then she was like, what you mean? And I told her about all the stuff. I was like, you remember Kevin Samuels? She was like, yeah, the dead guy. I'm like, that fucking funky ass heifer right there says it all. I said, Kevin said, when you can't keep a man, y'all go back to college to get some more education because y'all can't make enough money. She goes, I didn't go back to school because I can't keep a man. I went back to school because I wanted to be a nurse and I care about people. I said, man, you 60. That's crazy.
Know who you talking about.
She said she's 60.
Yeah, it was my mama.
Okay, so I got a question. How do you know if you're relationship material? Actually,
I don't even think that's a
because that was the icebreaker that I had.
I think like this is like a pause moment. I think all men are relationship material. I think women aren't.
Oh no. Oh
yeah, I think men just gotta just adapt and put it in their hands and do it. I think it's the women that are fucking up and sullying the water.
What do you mean by all men are relationship material?
Like it happened to me. Like it's like a switch in your hand, and when you wanna settle down, because that's what we motherfucking do. We settle. We leave everything in the streets, and we settle for the person we gonna rock with.
Right.
And it's like in our head. Women don't do that. They're always looking for something better.
Are they?
Yes. Remember, like there was everybody knows about this thing. There was like that little study thing that there's like this building, and like it was like 100 women, and they said every time you go up a floor, there's a better man, and like they said like 80 of the women went off.
I heard about that.
Like, and I feel like that's like. I get it, like talking points. That's a great little thing, but I feel like that's probably true. You always want something better, but I think you like settle. Like, I want a skinny bitch with big titties and nice lips and this, like, but I ain't gonna get it, so I'm gonna settle for what I can fucking get. And I don't think women do that. They always want something more. Like, nigga, you send them to work, and a nigga at work always gonna be in her ear. And she always gonna be thinking about a random nigga at work. Just saying, these hoes ain't they crazy. So when you get a good one, put all the nonsense aside, young men, old men, whatever you are, and go on and rock out because they a dime a dozen.
All right, I'm hear you. So you saying that almost every guy or every man is a relationship material type of guy?
Yeah.
So, all right. So here's another question, follow-up question for you. Why isn't every guy in a long-term relationship?
I don't, like I just said, I don't want to deal with these funky heifers. Like, they don't. Like, I get it. I 100% get it. Like, who wants to deal with an unappreciative? Like, I was in a relationship before, and like she was just like, I worked, I paid for everything, but I play my game a lot. And she nagging me about you always on the game. I said, I'm always at the work playing and paying these bills too when I ain't on the game. What's the problem?
You think that people change their relationship material availability based off of their preferences? Because like you can evolve and change, but then if your preferences change, does the your ability to be relationship material change also?
I agree. That's why girls need to get up out this dating world like young. I think men's kind of look the same. Like the women that we just fucking on always gonna be that. Like we separate them, you separate the ones we just fucking on from like who's a relationship material. But women, I think their preferences change depending on their education, depending on how much money they make.
Do you think that we mix it up now though, as far as like the women that we fucking on versus the ones that we're looking at as relationship material?
No, it looks the
Do
same.
you think it get a little bit more mixy and the culture?
Well, I would say as we get older and we change, we may fuck on a less desirable woman. To the masses, you may get a little frumpy, may get added to the squad, but but that's how men do. We adapt. We don't always think we have to have the best of everything. Women do for some reason. Like they always just waiting for I can have it all mentality, and y'all can't have it all. Y'all better put y'all's pride aside and get with a nigga that's gonna get your fucking meds from CVS when you about to die.
I think women are taught that though at young ages. I think like kind of like that princess dream fantasy world as we get older. I think women for the most, because I actually agree with you. I think women for the most part do feel like they can always do better. Some, not everyone, but I think that is a mentality that women have. But I think that it is kind of instilled in us as we get older.
Let me ask you a question, Brittany. Do you think that we can? I personally believe that you can ruin women, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can change their perspective based off of whatever it is that they experience, whatever that looks like. Do you think that men can be ruined in the same way?
By women?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Men that have vaginas.
What do you mean?
Like if you let a woman chase you, like what it like who hurt you vibes, like you let a woman change your whole perspective is crazy.
But I think a lot of men do that. Like men at young ages a lot of the time might get maybe hurt by a woman, or let me not even use the word hurt. Let's say for instance a man can see how women can be. I'll say that. Like a man might think, let's say when he's a teenager or a preteen, he might see how a woman can be super sweet and come off as innocent, and then she does something that might change his perception of her and other women. You know what I mean? And so we could say, oh, who hurt you? But at the end of the day, it doesn't always have to be hurt. It might just be he might now see something different. You know what I mean? He might see women a little bit differently than he thought he did before. So I don't always want to say, oh, who hurt you? Because it doesn't have to be hurt. It just might be experience. You know what I'm saying? And I would say the same for women. Like when you get older and as you like get more around women and men, you start seeing things. So I think that it is true. I think that women can change the perspective that men have of women, for sure.
I think anyone who allows a certain person to like change their perspective in totality, they need to get what's between their ears corrected. Because that shouldn't happen.
But it doesn't have to be work.
Like men or women, or they're not a monolith, and you have to be able to look at every single person for who they are. And I don't think people do that.
What?
Like I give every woman I come in contact with, like even though I say women are stupid and women are this is that, like I give them a chance, and I'll talk the shit out of their ass for a couple hours, couple days, and 5 hours a day when we first start talking. And in those conversations, like ASAP, I know exactly what I'm dealing with.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know who the fuck I'm dealing with, and if we're going to the end of this, so we just about to be talking and fucking until you get tired of me fucking you.
In your first couple conversations?
Yeah, I can tell by the way they talk. I'll be like, you funky heifer. Like especially when they pretty. I can tell how they single, like why they single as soon as they open their damn mouth. I'm like, up there it goes. Like that's because I hate all these men. I hate all these men that be like, why are you single? You so pretty. Let that bitch talk for fucking 10 minutes. You about to find out.
So do you agree with what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying with the experience. It doesn't have to be like as soon as you meet a woman, you're instantly judging her. It could be a conversation that you have with her. It could be over time. But I think men start to see how you just explained it, that maybe every woman that they start talking to, and it doesn't have to be every woman in the world, but it might be their experiences with the women that they deal with. They might realize that, okay, these women ain't talking about nothing, or these women ain't ish, or whatever the case may be. So I think
that's not. We said totally different things. I didn't say.
I think it can change.
I didn't say a woman's change a man's perspective in totality. No, it's you. It's every single woman gets their chance. You don't bring what you learned. Let me talk, please. You don't get to bring. You don't get to bring from another woman, whatever the fuck she is. Put that bitch aside. This new woman ain't that woman.
Well, again, I'm not saying that. I said that it could be his experience with her. And I never said it was every woman. I actually specified that it's not every woman. I'm saying his experience with the women that he deals with could change his perspective of women. That's what I said. So you are agreeing with me because we're saying the exact same thing.
No, we're not.
Okay, Quentin.
Molly. No, I'm gonna come to you in a minute. Miss Sanchez, how do you know if a person is relationship material?
Kind of like what Quentin said. Once you start talking to them, get to know them, but I don't feel like talking to them is always gonna figure that out because people can fake it. But once you start actually being around them, you know, seeing how they are with their friends, seeing how their family are, I think that you can sum it up with those things. But just from somebody talking, I don't think you can because we can lie.
Is it the same with men and women? Like, is that universal, or the determining factor for whether or not a man is relationship material versus if a woman is relationship material, two different things?
I think it's universal. I think you should be able to peep it from anybody. I think it's universal. So, but some guys, they be thinking they ready and they really don't be ready.
What makes them not ready?
They just either their financial situation, they ain't healed from their last situation, like they're jumping from relationship to relationship. Y'all do that, Quentin. I'm sorry.
Well, it's just I hate this for the women in my sphere because y'all all say the same. Or you're not healed, you're not ready.
It must be true.
No,
can you be healed 6 months out of a relationship and you're already trying to get into a new one?
Yes, absolutely. We're men. You put that shit aside and you fucking bury somewhere. You kick rocks there. We don't have to do the work because that's what y'all women say. Like, no. And if
that's
a
what
man's
y'all think, and then y'all bring y'all drama and trauma and issues from y'all past situation.
This is what women don't understand.
Because they don't do the work.
You say men aren't ready. No, the man is ready. He's not ready for you.
And that's perfectly
he fine. Ready for somebody. He just ain't. He ain't rocking with you. That's one thing that women don't understand. You do this and that, and no, I don't do this and that for you.
Sorry, y'all just don't turn 21 and y'all are just ready for a relationship. It takes time, work.
That's crazy That's crazy that you put 21 on it. That's
I'm
insane.
Just saying, you making it seem like as soon as y'all come out the nutsack, y'all ready to be in a relationship, and we know that's not true.
I don't talk to people who talk about nutsack.
Y'all be cheating. Y'all gotta have y'all cake plus 7 scoops of ice cream.
What's that noise?
I said we decided.
I'm scrubbing through a video.
Okay.
I said we separate the girls we want to fuck on from the ones that are in relationships. So,
but y'all don't tell them that.
That's fine. If you're just getting fucked on and cheated on, then you're not the one.
Y'all don't. Women. You said women are dumb. Y'all don't tell them that. You have to tell these women.
I can only tell from my experiences, and when I'm dealing with the woman, and you go from "Hey, you're fine, let's talk" to "I just want to fuck you." I tell them, and they don't like it. They like I'm so honest with them. They think I'm lying, and they keep fucking me, thinking they're gonna change their mind. Fucking we 9 months into this, and why I'm not sure. I told you I didn't want no relationship. Blah 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 blah. Why are you still fucking me? Because you still giving me pussy. Like fuck you mean.
Well, that's not on you. That's on her for being dumb. But some men just don't say nothing. They just leave women on the whole time until the woman just dissolves herself.
Well, then that's also dumb because this is a mentality that I've adopted as I've gotten older and more mature. I used to do that, but also y'all are stupid. If I'm just fucking you, you come over at night, I fuck you, we watch TV and you go home. Why the fuck you think you my girlfriend? We ain't been nowhere outside this my bedroom. The door's open, you come right back to the back room. You fucking leave. Why you think you my girlfriend, nigga? I ain't even got
desperate.
I ain't even got you no pizza, nigga, to watch Netflix, nigga. You better come over here fed, and you just about to get some dick, and you think you my girlfriend is insane.
Some women are willing to open their legs up just because they're desperate enough to try to keep a dude. Like they're just desperate. Those women are desperate. I don't know what to tell them. I don't know what to tell them. I don't know.
She probably thought he was joking because he probably thought he was joking.
That's on them, though. That's when women got to use their discernment.
No, I
If he's
differentiate
telling
between
you,
the two,
you
like,
can't be in denial, thinking you can sex your way into him loving you, because that's not.
A lot of women think that they can
Because
sex their way into love. They think
I
they can
know.
give a nigga a baby they way into love. Y'all think y'all
I
niggas y'all got the magic.
I be telling them
And
what
you
makes
think
men
once,
fall
I
for
can think
them, but they
twice.
don't listen. So who cares? They're not gonna listen. They're gonna keep just opening them legs, thinking that's gonna do something. You got to take that.
I just think everybody just like you need to like sum up your situation and like find a person that fits that. And sometimes you gotta be humble about what you can get. And I think men are quicker to humble themselves and settle for less than women are.
I think men and women have been socialized differently to the detriment of humanity, but I agree with Quentin largely.
Because I know a whole lot of beautiful women in this world that's just
I think more
like
women need to settle. I do.
Oh no.
Not settle for like not settle, but some women need
it's settling. Yes, settle. Like I just said, I can't get
there
this
are going to be
anyway.
trade-offs.
Look,
Some
I
women
can't have a Kim Kardashian, so I may have to settle for like a frumpy like girl next door.
They gotta lower their standards. Like
You can't have freaking Denzel, but y'all forever looking for Denzel until y'all niggas is like 84. Y'all's ass is dropped off. Y'all's titties is sitting on your stomach. Y'all niggas vagina elasticity is gone. Then y'all wanna settle for Tyrone, not Denzel, and Tyrone don't want you then no more.
When I say settle, when I say no settle, I'm not talking about the outward limiting, you know what I'm saying, the stuff to pay attention to on a regular basis. I'm saying that, you want to be around somebody that can elevate you mentally. You know what I'm saying? There's some other intangibles. There's some other intangibles, I think, that we don't speak on or that we overlook. You know what I'm saying? A leadership quality don't always have to come along with some outward thing. A leadership quality can come along with in a lot of different ways. The consistency that you have, your belief in God. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people want to improve their lives spiritually because of the person that they're around. I think that that's a good quality for somebody to look for and another person that you don't have to necessarily settle for, because if you're looking for a good person, that could span a whole lot of different a whole lot of different things that you could be focusing on.
Well, you're speaking about a very particular man or woman. Like I'm talking about in general people like like I heard these conversations about a leader this and a leader that and elevating. Like in my like normal relationships, like niggas just go to work and raise their kids and come home. We all right here. We ain't getting.
Yeah, but I think them days is over. I honestly believe those days is over. Just going to work and coming home and she cooking clean and taking kids. I think that those days is over.
You Anton, you're probably in a place where you don't see that, but like that's when I go hang out with my people. That's what we do. We got volleyball, we got basketball, we got baseball. We go home, nigga. If the wife we've been at the ball field all day, the wife don't want to cook, we about to throw some pizza and go to bed and wake up and do it again tomorrow. Like,
I feel you. I think that there are people that embrace that and is cool with that. I don't think that that's what most people are into anymore. I don't think that they want to just limit themselves anymore by that. I think that's the problem. At the time that was popularized at a time where I think you were limited in your and what you've seen or your access to certain information or being able to see certain lifestyles or stuff like that. I don't think it's anything wrong with aspiring for more.
I don't either. I think it's great, but at what point do you just like take a breath and say I'm good? I know you, Anton. You're different, nigga. You fucking have $1 trillion and be like, I gotta go to the septuplet trillion, whatever that's a trillion.
No, I'm not speaking about me. Honestly, I'm not even taking myself into consideration in this conversation. I'm just speaking about in general.
I hate people that say this, but I'm gonna say two things could be true at the same time.
No. I mean, I say that a lot. I've always said that. I like to think that I had a role in helping to popularize that statement, but I really do. But I just think that when you know better, you do better, right? Your exposure to what success looks like. One of the biggest things that was kind of like a life-changing moment for me is when I went to New York as a younger person and I was able to see the Bull, right? And the Bull is on Wall Street. And I was able to see people going to work at that time. It completely changed my perspective of what I even wanted to do for a living. Because I thought, when I was growing up, my goal was to be in a plant, get a job at Ford Chrysler or GM, get some A-plan papers, be able to get myself a Cadillac or a Lincoln, and work as much overtime as I could. And when I went to New York, and I seen how they was operating on Wall Street, and I seen the way that people were dressing, and how fast they move, and the conversations, and all of that stuff.
Huh? Like New York is like a different beast. Like as a general, like I remember the first time I went to New York, like you feel the city. Like if that means it, you feel the struggle of the city as soon as you on the streets, and it's fucking different.
It is, and that's
like
that's
what I'm saying. New York, like that's just fucking real.
It's a real thing. And when I seen that, I was like, "This is what I want." Like I had a different mindset, grind, hustle, even to the point to where when I went back home. And at that time, I was more open about talking about my thoughts in person and stuff like that. People didn't get it. Like people was just like, man, you stupid. You know what I'm saying? Nah, what are you talking about? Like, this is it. This is all right here. And I was like, nah, it's more out there. It's because it was weird. I was like, yo, it's people out there that's like, they got multi-million-dollar apartments. And the people around me was just like, at that time, they was like, this was the 90s. Actually, it was like the 90s, 2000s. It was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, nah. And I would tell guys that I was in a plant with at the time, and we was making a decent amount of money, but we wasn't making their money out there in New York. And it was like a general question, and we was all in a booth together. We was in like the Crane booth or whatever, and it was like, yo, would y'all take $100,000 buyout in order to leave? And some of us was making over $100,000 a year. And I was like, yeah, I'll take it immediately. And it was like, well, what would you do? Because we make a lot of money here or whatever, so on and so forth. And I'm like, yo, I just need a reason to leave and go chase that shit. If you gonna pay me to go chase my dreams, I want it. And so some people get it and some people don't. And I'm just saying that to say that sometimes we're limited by our experiences and our exposure. And I don't see anything wrong with saying, you know what? It's more to life than the minivan.
I agree. I had this conversation. I forgot who I was talking to, but when you leave, actually, I was just talking to Jenna before we got on here. When you leave, shout out, she's doing great. When you leave your general vicinity and go see other shit, like it's like you don't even gotta leave the country. Of course, when you do, it's another fucking beast. But just leave your fucking state.
Yeah,
and nigga, it's different. It's different out there. Other places.
Even when I think it was like maybe 2000 when I went to go live in Miami during
That's
COVID.
crazy. No,
during COVID.
I'm too broke for that.
Well, I went during COVID. It was like the wintertime. And when you go over the bridge and it's this big ass black boat. It's not a boat, it's a fucking yacht. You're going from Miami to Miami Beach and you're crossing over. And that shit is like, so it's like you can't see that and not say, what the fuck am I doing with my life right now? Like you just start, honestly, either you get inspired, jealous, or you get introspective. And I was just like, yo, I talk a lot of shit. And I was telling Rita, I said, man, I talk a lot of shit. I said, that fucking boat is probably no less than $80 million. And it's just sitting there. And everybody that cross over this bridge gets to see that bitch. And it was just like, it put everything in perspective. Like, yo, it's levels.
They don't even fucking move that shit. That motherfucker been sitting for 6 months. That shit's just over there. But I get it. Like coming from Oklahoma, and then when I moved to Houston, and then like all the young people were doing shit. Cause I was like, oh, you got to do this and this and this and level up over life. Nigga, I went to Houston. I said, how this motherfucking 21-year-old got a Bugatti? Like, what the fuck y'all doing down here that we ain't doing in Oklahoma? But yeah, that's real. That's real.
Yeah.
You can also later in life, like start to appreciate, like, even like, for instance, like I'm from Monterey, California, and like living there growing up, you don't really think, you know what I mean? Like, you don't really think about like having money or whatever the case may be, because we didn't have money like that. But as I got older, when I would like go back and visit, I'm like, these people out here have like old money, like rich, like, and it just kind of like inspires you in that way. Like you don't even realize that you're surrounded by that growing up. And then as you get older, you're like, I need that. Like I need this kind of money. So even like where you can come from, that like Quentin said, you don't even have to go out the country. Like it can be in your backyard. So
no, it ain't in your backyard. You gotta leave your backyard. You gotta go somewhere.
No, I'm saying, but it could be in your, you know what I mean? Like even like living in Georgia, like there's so many like rich areas, you know what I mean, that I haven't even seen yet. And it's just like there's a lot of like nice places, even in the States, is more so what I'm saying, that people don't appreciate.
All right, what up, Kimmy? What up, Molly? What up, Lex?
Hey.
Welcome to the show.
You guys look so pretty. Oh my gosh. Kimmy, I love Kimberly. Sorry. I love your hair. Lex, you look so pretty. You guys look cute. Everyone looks cute, but I don't know. It's something about y'all's hair.
Thank you.
Everybody looks dope. Any other thoughts on this? Anybody else want to chime in on this icebreaker of a question of how do you know when a person is relationship material? Not even you sometimes. Sometimes it's the person that you may be having a conversation with. Like maybe you like them, but then you may question, guy or girl, if they're the type of person that you would want to be in a relationship with.
You know, I know I've been dominating this, but I thought this the other day, and this is like, don't nobody take this personal. I'm like, women cover up. Like, like I thought this in my head. I saw this chick, she had like on this turtleneck. It was cute, it was classy. And I'm like, women's boobs be out all day. Like, that's how I know you're not ready, because your boobs are out to all the people. I'm not talking about nobody in particular, but I think that in my head, I'm like,
Did you start to
And I
appreciate
don't
that as you
care.
got older?
You said what?
Did you start to like appreciate that more as you got older?
Yes, because I'm old as fuck, and as I get old as fuck, I think that women should they should be more conservative.
I think relationship material is probably is less about the chemistry and more about consistency over time. But everybody hasn't been exposed to things that they desire, and and their standards is like heavily influenced by their exposure. So
So you saying that you believe that you can find out if a person is relationship material for the longer that you talk to them, and it's not necessarily just about the chemistry that y'all have when y'all having a conversation.
yes, chemistry is just a feeling that come and go. That's why they have that what y'all call it at the phase when you first start talking to somebody and it's like,
Honeymoon phase.
there you go.
Yeah.
And I think that over time you just start to see, or you should see, what's consistent and what's not, and what aligns with what's valuable to you.
I think women should give short men a chance. They be blocking their blessings because they be like, oh, but he's short. Give him a chance.
Facts. I got a
He might be
fucking
your
girl.
husband.
I know this one girl. She's cool as shit. She old. She been divorced twice, and she got a dude. That nigga ball out, and she was like talking this dude up, and she's like, "Cute, but I can't. He's short."
I don't know.
A lot of women will disqualify a man based off his height, and I think
I'm
that's one
5'9"
standard
with
women need to
heels.
stop.
Yeah.
It don't matter though.
I disagree
That
with
hurts
you, Molly.
feelings.
I disagree
Really,
with
I
you,
think
Molly.
some short men are really great.
They have
I think
anger
that
issues.
they shouldn't, and I think that they should, because, and let me tell you why. It's not that the guy is any less great. Is that I think he would be doing himself a disservice by being with a woman that lowered her preferences for him.
Is it lowering though?
I don't know.
Yes.
I guess 'cause
I don't believe
men
that.
will
I
do
don't
it.
believe that a guy should settle for a girl that settles for him.
you.
Everyone.
I want athletes.
I
I
feel like
don't want
everybody's
to be.
It's
settled.
called
having a kid
settling
with short
down
man.
for a reason. It's everyone settled.
I think a lot of people are with people who might be the opposite of what their type is, and I think those might be good relationships.
Like you
I think
have
women who are
to.
not
Biological
shouldn't
standards mean something to me. Like if
I
I
think
see
women
one,
who
two,
aren't-
and
But
I'm
the
sorry to say this,
Neanderthal
but
biologically is the best pick because
if I meet your family and you
survival-wise,
meet mine, if you have too many autistic kids in your family, I mean that's a
I read the
standard
other
I'm
day,
trying
But
to
being
live up to.
short and
Neanderthals are the
autism
top
is
of the king list. Like
completely
it's not this
different.
negative
So height,
connotation like everyone thinks. The
mental, all
Neanderthal
of
is the
those things
king of
matter
kings.
to me.
I
Not to
don't
say
think
like
there's any. I
I
don't
don't
think
see
there's anything
height
wrong with
and
people having
autism being the same
preferences.
though.
I don't think there's
no,
anything
I'm just
wrong with
saying
people having
those are
preferences.
things that just rumble through
One
my head when
mic,
I'm,
one mic.
you know.
I'm the new
Because
Q.
I mean,
One
even
mic.
if you have preferences, I'm not tripping off of a person having preferences. I don't think it does the person that they're with if they lower their preferences in order to get with somebody. Because I think the person that they lowered their preferences for will never be able to live it down. They'll never be able to, because it only take one argument for a person to be like, you know,
That's
what,
why
I
you're
settled for you
short.
anyway. Yeah. And so
You're giving all these women an out. Like they want more. You're saying it like you not lowering your preferences or changing stuff to get the
My-
person you want. That's why the women are the way they are, because they always want more.
well, Q, when we hold women accountable, I'm not holding women accountable at the detriment of men. I think that if you a great man, you gonna have your pick, nigga. The world is your oyster, nigga. If you're a man that's winning in any way, shape, or form, and if you have motion, your biggest problem is trying to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do and how I can limit myself so that I can chill out. Your biggest problem is going to be, fuck, I don't feel like this today. So I don't think that does men a disservice. We hold women accountable because we want women to win, and they have, you know what I'm saying? We want them to not be alone. You know what I'm saying? We want them to, they say that they want companionship. They want to be in a relationship. They say, so we just make it more realistic for them, and we break down what they think and say, well, that doesn't make sense based off of what you think that you're going to get, right? But let them do what they want to do. It doesn't matter.
It's
Well,
cool to
yeah,
have
what we do, you need to,
sorry. I do feel like I understand what Molly's saying though. For instance, like I'm only 5 feet tall. Guys that have always usually tried to talk to me were super taller than me. I mean, like giants, but I'm short. But
everyone's super taller than you.
Exactly. But I'm talking about I'm saying like ridiculously taller than me. But who I'm with now, I can say like he's probably the shortest, and he's not. He's 5'10". No, it's not a diss. It's just a fact. Like he's 5'10". He's probably the shortest dude I've ever talked to. You know what I mean? And to me, that's not short because he's still taller than me. But I know women my height, or like let's say 5'2", 5'3", that are like, I need a man who's 6'5", and I'm like, why? You're not.
I don't have a problem.
That's not
with
the
that.
average man though.
Protected.
I don't think that's a problem.
Because a man bigger than you makes you feel protected. Now I don't
Short
say
man though,
not
they about business.
So here's my thing. I'm like, okay, you can be average height. I think average height is like 5'9", 5'10". I wouldn't expect you to be a giant per se, but you're not gonna be my height. Like I'm 5'4". Like you cannot know.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I would be with a man my height.
In that
he couldn't be broke, but he could be my height.
This Springfield XD better make you feel
like
protected.
Kevin Hart for is my height. I've seen him in person. He's my height. Lil Wayne is my height. They can pull women. I think women I do think women have to.
Can't do that.
Women can have whatever standards they want, but I do think that sometimes they're unrealistic.
Me too.
Just like your example was unreal. You said Kevin Hart, Lil Wayne can pull women. I fucking wonder why.
I mean, they are rich. That's why I said they have money, so that helps them. Because
I don't want women to. I don't want a guy to put himself at a disadvantage in his relationship by never really being able to meet the expectation because her expectations was false in the first place and he never knew it. Because it's unfair to him. And that ain't even just with height. That could be with anything.
So
you know what I'm saying? It could be with anything.
So you wouldn't be for the ideal of you need to change, modify, whatever word that you want to use to be with the person that you want to be with.
No, I think that life changes you and you just have different experiences. It's kind of like Brittany, right? I'm going to use Brittany for an example to illustrate a point. Brittany says that the guy that she's with, who's 5'10", is probably the shortest guy that she's ever talked to. Now, Brittany didn't say that she has a preference for taller guys, but she's had taller guys try to talk to her, right? But it wasn't that she said that I don't want to talk to a guy that's shorter than 6 feet. It's just that her life experience with a person that probably added the most value to her life made her fall in love with a person that she would not right now, right? So it's not like her preferences changed based off of her experience with a person that was best for her.
True.
And so what I'm saying is don't trip off a woman limiting herself. All you're doing as a man is dodging the thing that you're not supposed to be with at that time.
I think
avoid the headache, bro. Like we keep telling women, okay, you need to change your preferences in order to get into a relationship. But we not talking about the fact that guy is gonna go through it if she with him and she don't have the right mindset to be with a person that's probably best for her, but she not looking for him at the time. She not checking for that nigga. She with him because everybody is saying, well, you would a good guy. That nigga's not gonna survive that. And it's gonna be a headache like a motherfucker being with a chick that's with a person because everybody said that you need to be with a good guy.
That's true.
He not gonna survive that. It's gonna be a headache and a half for that guy, is what I'm saying. So I think that life will teach you the experiences, and when you meet the person that you're supposed to be with, hopefully you're mature enough or you're in a space to where you actually get the person that you're supposed to be with, because it might go downhill from there. But that doesn't hurt the guy that you're going downhill, because he's probably gonna move on with his life and it's a million other women in the world.
I think men are better equipped to deal and settle with for like what women are. Like I call women stupid. So I know I'm going to be with a stupid woman, but maybe find the woman that's like less on the stupid scale.
and then cheat on her.
I don't cheat. Well, you can say that I don't cheat, but I don't cheat. Well, I'm just saying, and like I'm listening, and women, the whole tall thing. I want to feel protected. That's why you just got to realize that women are so dumb. Because men ain't out here protecting women. We ain't out here beating people up because we taller.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's not.
Exactly, it's a feeling. Thank you. My point exactly. It's a feeling.
I didn't even know that the height thing was a height thing until I got on the fucking internet, because I've never known a nigga.
Real thing.
I've never known in real life niggas that got motion, regardless of how tall they are, to be worried about whether or not a chick want a dude that's taller than a certain. Like, niggas that got motion just got motion. They don't give a fuck. They got whatever they got, and they happy with it, and they happy with you know what I'm saying, well, how they able to move. And then it wasn't until we got on the internet till we was like, wait a minute, when did this become a thing?
It's always been a thing with women.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
And to be honest, I think a lot of
tell
men
other women though. I don't think
it.
they tell the man, but they be like, "No, he too short." Like,
they'll disqualify a man in his face, but they won't say it's because you're short. They're just like, "Oh no, thank you," but ultimately
it's because you're short.
Yeah.
I've never known a guy that was short to have problems that got motion ever.
I know men who are short
got motion because
they can pull,
but that's what I'm saying is that
if short, they got fucking go hard.
If you focus on what you doing, bro, when Big came out and this nigga had 2 women fighting over him.
Y'all got to stop bringing up celebrities.
No, bro, listen. Because you got to remember, Big had these chicks fighting over him before this nigga got famous. This was before the money. This was before the fame. This was before all of that shit, bro.
No, Faith wasn't.
Listen, bro.
Lil' Kim liked him, but Faith was definitely when he was rich already. When he already had motion.
I know dudes in real life that got an eye going this way and an eye going that way, and that nigga be fucking on everything he see.
And he got confidence out of this world, because that's
and
what
that nigga he chilling. That nigga having his way. He don't give a fuck about none of this shit, and that's what I'm saying. Like, what I'm saying is, I didn't know people were self-conscious about the shit that they had going on until people started talking on the internet.
I think it got louder, so women mainstream, because now men are hearing it. Like before, like we were saying, women didn't vocalize it to you guys. It just might be a situation where they won't talk to you. But
I think everybody got that thing.
I think it got louder, especially with certain little internet shows. Like, women started vocalizing it more, so more men are hearing it out loud. So I think that's really what happened.
They even have the things on the internet now where there's like, what's the list of petty things that you don't like about, or make you be like, you'll just cut that person off. And just a lot of people in the comments be like, oh, if her feet ugly, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has that thing where they like, red flag, I'm out of there, whatever. But
I also think people lie too. I think people literally lie about stuff that they won't tolerate.
Because if you like a person, you're not gonna care, really. But I ain't gonna hold you after 5'5".
I was saying some women they won't. They won't give a man a chance.
My height, when I put on heels, if I put on heels and he's that height, that's fine. But my regular height without heels, it's a no.
What's your regular height?
Right. Thank you.
5'2".
Yeah, I mean,
my aunt is 6'2", and she's been married for like 20-some years. But when she was dating, she used to always tell me like short guys would always talk to her, and she was like, and I would talk to them because they were cool. Like, it wasn't. Even though she was taller than them, she would still talk to them, and she would date.
Also, how many options does she have?
They'd be like, I'll climb that tree.
But she still, you know what I'm saying? She didn't just like discriminate because they were shorter. She was like, I met some really good guys. It just panned out that
How old is your aunt?
But her husband now is 6'4". You know what I'm saying? And she was like, and that happened by accident. She was like, I wasn't looking for a tall guy. It just so happened that way. But she was like, I never discriminated. But I'm like, there's a lot of women who are my height. I know a few of them who are like, I'm not dating nothing less than 6 foot. And I'm like, girl, you're like an
some people think 6 foot is short. Like, you got to be over 6 foot.
I don't see any problem with that whatsoever.
I think that is so. Well, okay, you know what? It's nothing wrong with them having a preference, But the women that I'm talking about, they'll literally disqualify good guys and then complain about being single and not being able to find it. That's cool. No, you're right, because it's like
he's saying the man dodged the bullet.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't see that as a problem.
Yeah, because it's just like, well, then you just, and I tell them, you just gonna be single because you're wanting something that every woman wants a tall guy for the most part. What makes you think you're gonna get that tall guy? And even if you do, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna be having to compete with a whole bunch of. Do you want that? Like,
6 feet is short.
Height can't be the only factor. For some women, 6 feet is short.
Listen. To say that women shouldn't have preferences is to say that guys shouldn't have preferences. We got the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They different, but we got preferences too. And every guy got different preferences. And so to tell a guy that he shouldn't have preferences, you would be going off on. And nobody tells a guy, no, man, you need to settle for all of this stuff.
Some guys are maybe
she just not for you. And she for another person that's going to be dope for her. And that's cool. I don't have no problem with that shit. If women if they saying that this is what they want, let them ride.
No, they can. It's just, I think it's the complaining part that gets kind of like, okay, like you can't, to me, it's more of like, why are you doing both? Why are you complaining that you can't find a good guy, but you found one, he just so happened to be short, but then you're complaining, like nobody wants to hear that all day. So either you're going to, I don't want to say lower your standards, but I'm gonna go ahead and say lower some of your standard and give a guy a chance based off of who he is opposed to his height.
And
not that
you should necessarily lower them, but recognize that some of them aren't important.
Not that you have
Why
to.
are we trying to get women in relationships?
No, listen. Let me ask you a question. Be okay with being single and stop complaining about it. That's
why is it not okay for a woman to be by herself?
It is because the patriarchy says we have no autonomy. I keep saying women should be okay being by themselves, but
me too.
I don't
you have men in your life that can cover you to the duration, to the end. I get it. Like you got your daddy. You have him. You need a man, some kind of man.
Without a man,
and your uncle, a daddy, something.
Why do we?
Those women don't need men. But if you ain't got no man like that in your life, you need to get a man.
Why? Q. Let me ask you a question. Why do we care?
Well, I care about all humans and that they're okay to the end of life.
No. Let's be for real. Why do we care?
I only care about the complaint. Just don't
because
complain
of control.
Like, you're gonna be by yourself. Be one with yourself. Like be okay being by yourself.
I don't care if this girl decide that she want to be by herself for the rest of her life. That don't have no.
If you want to speak to the brass tacks, that's what you say. The brass tacks of it. We have to take care of women financially via taxes.
No, now you simple.
And Medicaid.
Now you just because she's by herself, don't mean that she got to be on Medicaid and Medicaid.
Probably taxing the system less.
Yeah, I don't care if women are single, but know how to be single. That's the
Let them be single.
The patriarchy won't let us.
No impact. It has no impact whatsoever on us. If you are winning, you're winning. They had no impact on you, bro.
But the fact of the matter is, people view women who are not attached to a man as having no value, or at least lesser value than a married woman.
That's not, but you can't determine that either. Yeah. You can't tell us how we supposed to view y'all.
Like
that's
I
society,
say this,
though.
like,
If a woman is not married, never gets married,
view you as less valuable, you can't tell us how we supposed to view you. I'm saying men to women in general. If we look at a single woman and we say, "Oh man, she's less valuable," that's our opinion. You got to let us have it.
I understand that. And like I said, if you are whole within yourself, you really won't care. Like when people talk about women hitting the wall,
women are desperate.
If she's accomplished everything that she wants to accomplish, that wall means absolutely nothing. Only people who want to be married by a certain age and aren't, or want to have children by a certain age and don't, or want to have a house by a certain age or whatever, those are the only ones that care about a wall. Mm-hmm. Like the people who literally they're living their lives the way that they actually want to live it and not just the lie that they're telling people, they don't care.
I agree.
Most people are though. Most people are not okay just laying up by themselves.
Kimberly, you look fire. I just had to say that.
Right?
This is crazy. It looked like she has on a bra.
She looks amazing.
What the fuck are we doing right now?
Corset.
Yeah,
I
I'm
love
cool. I'm
corsets.
cool with people having preferences. I'm cool with all of that. Like I don't trip about it at all. Do your thing, baby girl. Real talk.
Yeah, do your thing, but just
We need
stop
more
complaining.
Antons.
I just don't think it's a problem. Like I'm like, yo, if she got preferences, okay, what is that? The only thing it's two things. Number one, if you come online and Kimmy got it correctly. I agree with her 100%. If you're complaining about your circumstances, then you open yourself up for criticism, especially if you're doing it online. All right. You can't come online and then get mad at when people say, well, it's because you know, A, B, C, and D. You gave that information. You know what I'm saying? You opened up your comments, you made your stuff public. And so now people are going to have a conversation about it. So if you're complaining, then that open it up for criticism. And as long as you're not out here, fucking up society and doing all of that shit, yo, you pay your own bills, you go to work every day. If you wind up being uncomfortable when you get older, that's the choice that you made. Live with that shit. But as long as you're not hurting nobody and you're not doing nothing illegal, do your thing. Have fun.
Well, generally, I don't care about anyone besides people in my family. So I don't really care about these women being stupid. Have fun. Buy a dog. Die alone.
If you're gonna be alone, why would you buy some responsibility? But I mean,
for companionship.
It's like as soon as you graduate from high school, people start looking at you like, okay, so it's about time to settle down. Don't graduate from college. So are you getting married soon? Don't get married. Well, are you having babies soon? Have one. Are you going to have another one? Have another one. You're going to have three? Like, people just have these expectations that they put on women and they don't let you live. Like, even if you decide like, okay, I'm not going to be married. I'm not going to have kids. Oh, that's so selfish.
I just had this conversation today, how invasive people are in people's lives. Like, I never understood personally why the question of, oh, so are you going to have, well, let me not say that. I understand why people ask, especially if they know you. Like, oh, do you want kids? Like, even with me, people are like, oh, do you want kids? Because they see how I am with kids. And it's okay to ask that. But I when I tell you, it like makes me just want to punch somebody when they start like digging more. Well, why don't you have it? And it's just like, you don't, maybe I don't want to explain all of that. Maybe that's really none of your business. Like, I think people should stop worrying about other people's lives so much. Like, why do you have to dig and pry? And, well, why aren't you married? Are you guys getting married? Are you going to do this? Why do you care?
They don't care. They're having conversation. They don't care. It's conversation.
It gets to get a little
That's not
personal.
a conversation. That's prying, because it's like, what does me being married do for you? Or what does me
not conversation? Whether it's a conversation you don't want to have at all, it's a conversation.
I think it's a conversation.
We're social people, and that's what we see. That's what they see of you, and it's a social, and we're social people, so that's what they're gonna.
But when they start digging more, and the conversation is going to where you can tell that the person don't want to talk about it no more, I think that's when it becomes invasive. It's like, why are you digging and asking people, oh, well, you're getting older, you should have kids. That's when it becomes almost disrespectful. It's like, why are you?
Well, you should probably know at your big age how to shut that shit down earlier. So
I didn't say I didn't. I didn't say I don't know how. What I'm saying is that people do. I think more people should stay out of other people's business. I think that those type of questions shouldn't really be asked. I think it's invasive. Like, you don't know people's business, you don't know their bodies, you don't know things, and I don't know. I think it's very unnecessary to pry.
That's crazy. Feeling that it's invasive with someone that don't mean nothing to you is insane.
It doesn't matter. I still don't think it's unnecessary. Because what does me having a kid or what does me being married do for you? Nothing. Like, nothing at all.
Questions make you so in your feelings.
I just explained it. I think it's invasive. Certain questions, like when you're prying, I think it's unnecessary. It's like,
okay, so you say, why do they care? Why do you care?
Because what if she has some issues where she can't have children? And that's a sensitive topic. Like, that's not any of your business.
I'm just walking all you women into the big wall of y'all in y'all's feelings is crazy.
No, that's not nobody's business if they're a stranger.
But it's not even about being in the feelings. It's a matter of respect. At the end of the day, I think that people shouldn't pry into people's personal business when it comes to those type of conversations, is my point. I don't understand why that's like being in your feelings. It's just like, why are we, as humans in general, whether women do it, family, friends, or whomever, I think it's unnecessary.
I think the world would be a better place if we weren't so offended by words.
This is America.
I think some people should have some type of social
I've been called the N-word before, and I didn't feel anything.
Me too.
Being called something and trying to pry on people's lives are two different things.
Exactly.
No, it's not. I don't have to feel something I don't want to. You can't make me feel a certain way by asking me questions. You can't make me feel a way. Like,
nobody's saying they'll feel no type of way.
I'm old. Everybody, I'm old as fuck, and sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
It's not about you making somebody feel some type of way. Information is access. So if I don't want you to have the information, then I'm just gonna respectfully tell you that's not your business.
I don't understand why you're so, but the fact still remains. Why does it offend you? Why does it see you're still getting offended? I don't get it.
I'm not offended. Me personally, I
wasn't talking about you. I was talking to the totality of the people, and y'all getting offended by someone overstepping their bounds. Why you can't just see what it is and keep it moving? Like, why does it move you, make you feel a certain way? It's crazy. All right, super chats.
Thank you, sir. Does anybody else have any other thoughts before we go to super chats?
I got my script from Slimmy. So,
what's the script? What do you mean?
He gave me some syllabus about this topic. So,
why are we all confused?
He ain't gonna say nothing. We good. I covered Slimmy's points for him.
Confused about what, Kenny?
The script. You're like, well, I ain't getting no script. Where's the script at?
He was just talking. He was just talking about, just messing around. He just joking around. Any other thoughts? All right, next subject. We're gonna move into Europeans, World Cup. People are obsessed with America. It's a big trending topic right now. Let me read the super chats. First of all, I want to say we appreciate y'all chat. Shout out to everybody that is watching this, that is not commenting, that has it on the TV, my truckers, the people that are on late night shifts. Anybody that is tapped in with us, I want y'all to know that we love you, we appreciate you, and we thank you for always holding us down and adding value into the show. We love y'all, and we thank y'all for supporting us. Taylor May says, Anton, is Q's show going to be on a different day? No. We are. Q has been with me for.
She didn't get it renewed for another season by the network.
That's not true. Q has been with me for 6 years now, something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, she's a friend in real life, and we that's my home girl. And for a long time, probably close to a year, actually, she's wanted to do some other things. You know what I'm saying? And she just don't really care about social media in general. Like, she been off of social media, but she been riding with me because she loved what it was that I was building and what we was doing. And so she just felt she's been feeling like it's time. And so, I support her and I love her. And if she was to ever want to do something different, I would support her in that too. You know what I'm saying? So we just was like, yo, we had a phenomenal run on this channel, on the Anton Daniels channel. And, she wanted to do other things. So I support her. And so we
shout out to my boo Q.
We wrapped it up. It was a fun time. She made a whole lot of money, and we rocked out, loyal as ever, and that's my girl. So now we moved this show to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I got surprises for Monday and Friday. All right.
You said we about to talk about the World Cup?
We're about to talk about some. I'm gonna play a video. I'm gonna play a video. Kai says, "What is a good woman anyway? What does her life look like?"
I would love for you men to answer
Should
that.
be your mother
I
and your
could.
grandmother.
I can. It's just like a sweet, like she
No.
she don't really care about much. She just stay out the way. She take care of her business. She don't be bothering nobody. You know what I mean?
Why I don't know what a good woman look like? Who?
Like which?
Why I don't know what a
Like
good woman look like?
looks are deceiving. What
Who
you mean?
raised you guys? But who raised y'all to not even know what it looks like?
I
Supposed to be
think
model
that's
for you
kind of
before you start
unfair,
dating.
though. But I think that that's unfair because people don't get to choose.
Unfair because I don't want nobody like my mama.
Ain't what they should be.
And they need to have these conversations with their parents. Not blame
But
it
if
on
their
women.
parents are trash, what are they supposed to do?
You don't blame it on women.
What are we talking about? Super chats.
What's a good woman? I don't know. Should be your mother, your grandmother, some woman in your family.
Facts. Grandma Luby was immaculate.
I think some of these men come from prostitute lineages, to be honest with you.
What the fuck? Can we go to the next super chat? I think we got $100 from Ms. Sanchez. We need to read.
I think that's a really good question. What a good woman is.
We will not tackle tonight.
I think it just depends on what your moral values, your morals and your values are. Because some people would define a good woman as it doesn't really matter about her past. It matters about how she lives her life at that moment. Other people would say a good woman is one that's quiet and more of a trad wife type of chick. And other people would say good women are loyal. I don't know if there's a such thing as a good woman. I think that a woman is just a reflection of the person that she with at the time.
Man, I just look like I hated it this way. Like I just looked at Grandma Luby, and it ain't even that she was old, because Grandma Betty wasn't like Grandma Luby. Grandma Betty was my mama's side. Grandma Betty was my old. Grandma Luby was my daddy's side, and I want a Grandma Luby, not a Grandma Betty.
Some of these mamas was the side chick.
Have to grow into that.
And
Who
it's
was Grandma
showing.
Luby at 25 and 30?
I don't know why that matters.
Some of y'all mamas was
when it was time to be a wife and raise these kids, she was
some of y'all mamas was a one night stand, and it shows.
Having Big Mama house on Sunday, everybody at Grandma Luby's house with their kids and all these kids.
That's real easy to do.
I don't really care what grandma. I don't care who Grandma Luby was when she was 25.
Candy Cane says, "Say what? You said some dumb shit before AD, but this might be the dumbest." Interesting. All right, let me explain. I don't think for the most part that there are good women. I think that a lot of women are a reflection of the man that they talk to. I'll give you an example. I've seen women who, for all, shits and giggles, for her entire life, we've considered her a good woman. And when her husband died, what we realized was her husband was protecting her from the world, because who she was after he died was completely different than who he was the entirety of their lives that he was living. And so the type of niggas that she talked to, the lifestyle that she lived afterwards, after the insurance money and all of that stuff, was completely different than who she was and what she portrayed when she was married to this certain type of guy. And I think that for the most part, in a lot of instances, women are chameleons. Like they adapt to the environment that they in. I've seen women that lived a certain type of life, and then when they got with this rich dude, they was no longer a hood chick. She was prestigious, and she lived a certain type of lifestyle, and she adjusted. I've known women that I've known women to adapt to their environment and their circumstances. So I don't think that what I said was dumb. I think that your limited mindset would make you think that, but it's just that you don't know no better. So I think you operate out of ignorance, not me operating off of being dumb.
I want to speak to the notion that I saw somebody say that y'all don't know that all y'all's grandmas were skeezers. When she was a skeezer, she also wasn't my grandma. So
yeah. So I mean, but good luck with y'all. Good luck for y'all. Some of y'all, let me be quiet.
I mean, that actually makes sense because, and I mean, as like I know Quentin hates talking about celebrities, but I mean, just for everyone to kind of see what you're saying. Like you have like a Sierra, for instance, who dated hood dudes her whole life, literally. And then you get with the guy who's, you know, and now you're just prim and proper, which, you know, kudos to her. You have an Eve who comes from West Philly, who was a little bit more rough around the edges. And then so I get what you're saying. I think women, to be fair, I think we do adapt to who we're with. Like that, I think that's just a natural thing for women to do. So I actually agree with that.
I think that's so dumb.
Some men have standards and some don't. I don't. That's all I think.
Because like just being
You'll
in the
adapt to his
community,
standards.
you didn't like me before you dated me. When now you like motorcycles, nigga, go do your own shit. Get away.
But I think that that's just a natural thing that happens. It's not, you know what I mean? Like I don't think, and not to say that every woman might have been dating a hood dude before she gets. You know
it's not a one size fits all.
Yeah, but I definitely understand what you're saying.
I think why asking the question of what a
men
good
have
woman
different
is.
standards than more polished men. They just have different standards. Hood guys don't have very many standards. So of course a woman who's dating somebody who is more polished and put together, she has to carry herself that way because he has hood men, they don't care.
I know girls that was good girls their entire life, and when they get with a certain type of guy and you unlock her, they different.
Ask yourself, are you ready for a good woman? Why are you trying to figure out what a good woman looks like? Or do you have a capacity and a consistency to be with somebody else? So if you, what are we talking about? Same thing goes for women.
I don't. I'm a toxic motherfucker. Like
facts.
You don't want to come to me.
I have to limit what I come out of my mouth because I really know who
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm looking to absolutely positively fuck your life up. Like, and when I say fuck your life up, I'm not saying that ruin your life. I'm saying I don't want you to think of life any differently outside of me when you're no longer around. I want you to see life through my lens, and I want everything that happens after that to be based off of what you were seeing when you was around me. So
interesting.
I'm gonna just tell y'all, anybody that decide that they want to come hang out and live the life that I live, even if it's for a weekend, you gonna think that you got it together, that you're strong-minded, make a very informed decision, because you're gonna have to go home. And when you go home, you're not gonna see home the same way.
This is crazy. This is abort.
I'm not aborting shit. I'm telling you the actual honest to God truth. I live a different life, a completely different life. I'm gonna talk to you different. I'm gonna give you. It's gonna be a whole nother wave, and I don't give a fuck either. And some people find that interesting, and so then they got to go home. I'm so toxic, and I believe in toxicity in my relationship too. So if that's the thing that you want to hang around and you want to risk it, come on in.
I respect you for being honest.
I got a ticket for you. Good question, Kais. Simping on a Tuesday. Shout out to Simping on a Tuesday. Said this is for Miss Sanchez to run up the AD credit card. You know what's so interesting?
Thank you.
You know what's so interesting about that? Miss Sanchez literally just texted me and said, AD, you might get some alerts. I promise to God, honest to God. She literally just texted me and said, AD, you know you might get some alerts, right? I just want to let you know that ahead of time.
Indeed. Thank you, Sipping on a Tuesday.
Molly hopefully is trying to talk her out of it, but that's a whole nother conversation. Shout out to you, Simping. Morpheus HD says women need to understand where their levels are. Hey, listen, man, let me just say this. If you in a relationship with a girl that got my credit card number, you might be having trouble. I'm just telling you right away. Morpheus HD says women need to understand where their levels are. They want a top 10% guy while being in the bottom 80%. It's delusional. You're just fast boxing. Miss, you know what Miss Sanchez's favorite movie is? And this is what I think that a lot of women look at life. What's the movie?
Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman. Pretty Woman.
It's a lovely romantic story.
That's not a romance. That's
a
trauma.
They found love in an unexpected place.
In a whorehouse? Like, was she a working girl?
Was actually on the
street. She was a streetwalker.
That's the trauma.
I would
He
think
didn't even know how to drive his car. See, that might happen to you, Anton. You might be, shifting gears. She might come up to your window. It already happened. She stopped you at the stoplight. See?
Yeah, right. I'm expecting for somebody that calls themselves my friend to please grab me up and say, nigga, what is wrong with you right now?
I'm good for that.
King C says, for the woman on the panel, what does it take to be married to you? What separates that guy to you?
That's crazy.
What does it take to be married to you? And what's it? If y'all want to answer that question, y'all can. It's up to y'all.
You have to be narcissistic and materialistic.
That makes sense. Well, dang, she's so real. That's so real.
That's my type.
You have to be okay with having a lot of alone time, maybe even 2 separate homes. I like my space. I can see you every couple days.
Answer is different. I just really want you to be really smart. Like, I just don't.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. But some people can't take the separation. They think they got to do everything you do. I don't like that. We don't got to go to the grocery store together. We don't. No, we don't have to do all of those.
You don't want to dress alike?
Yeah, we can get some.
Hey, y'all out there looking
like 60 plus.
Y'all
return me
like Adrien Broner and Dean.
Y'all got on y'all picnic. What's that called? Plaid.
At the barbecue.
Morpheus HD says, why should women give men they're not attracted to a chance? She'll just think she's above him. She's not, and grow bitter towards him over time. Modern Talk 25 says, AD right. If she lower her standards or preferences for you, she'll always be looking for someone better at her job, at stores and everywhere, etc. Morpheus HD says, women, hold your preferences, hold out, get used for box, rack up trauma. Just don't try to blame all men when your preferences discard you. Ain't nothing wrong with it. With some chicks with a little bit of trauma, we like a little chicks with a little bit of dirt on their shoulders. Daddy in the caddy says, if you under 5'5", better have game or bread.
Be funny.
Y'all gotta go outside, man. It is some people that's out here living up life. Morpheus HD says, fellas, never ever be her second, third, or last option. If she has anything short of genuine desire and loyalty to you, toss it to the side. A lot of guys don't know that they are the second, third, and fourth option. You don't really know where you stack up, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you do. Especially if you're 35 plus. You like the 10th option.
Women too. We might be the 4th, 5th, 6th option, to be honest.
I think women love honesty. They love when a nigga's real with them.
That's a damn okay.
They love when a nigga set the standard up front and say, hey, listen, XYZ. They love that shit.
I like when it hurts a little bit.
They love honesty.
Honesty hurts a little bit.
It hurt, but it feel good at the end.
It do.
AGW says height has always been a big thing. 9th grade, I was 5'4". Over the summer, I grew 8.5. Damn. In one summer, you grew 8.5 inches?
That nigga's fucking trying to his mama all day. Growing pains, nigga.
I know his mama was like,
mama get the Tylenol.
In one summer?
Imagine buying clothes for a kid who's growing 8.5 inches in the summer. You like, I'm not buying nothing else.
Crazy. So in 10th grade, I was 6 foot and it was a big difference. Girls were actually approaching me. And then that's when I knew height is a thing. That's what's up, AG. U.S. Army retired says, with the internet and social media, it's rare to have a monogamous relationship. I don't know about that. Morpheus HD says, great personality equal height. He's generous equal money. He's funny equal big digging stick. Women are really simple. Where y'all living at? Dark Knighter says shorties are like cats. You ever seen your cat look at you with that I'm here because I gotta be, not because I want to be energy? Never. I've never seen that before. I don't even like cats. Keon Bell says
dogs are better.
Kiwan. Shout out to Kiwan. My bad, bro. I'm sorry, I've been pronouncing it wrong all this time. Kiwan says, I realize nobody knows what they want. Plenty of times there's been folks that have a list they commit to. Then you look up and they're with someone opposite of that list.
And that's why your list should be about personality and not physical.
Daddy and the Caddy says, pressure for marriage and kids is to enrich society. Well-rounded Leo says, you can't tell someone not to be offended. Everyone gets offended by something. It might not be the N-word, but something offends you and can make you mad. Dirty Woman, what up, though? Baby girl says, good evening, bag chasers. Been MIA on this channel, so saying hi to all of the panel in the chat. I love y'all. Shout out to the Knicks. Hey, what's up, baby girl? Cool V in the building says, so no more shampoo versus Mimi? No more shampoo versus Mimi. Scorpio Dre says, my granny aimed a loaded 38 with the green beam, laughed at me and said I was pussy for flinching. I still love her. God rest her soul.
Shout out to Grandma Louie.
If you 5'5", you better be Naoya in Hugh. I don't even know who that is.
You know what? I'm gonna tell a story. Can I tell a story real quick about Grandma Louie?
About Grandma Louie?
Yeah, my aunt, like, that was old. That was probably in their like 30s, early 40s, and my aunt's husband was abusive. So one day I was at Grandma Louie's house and I seen Auntie pop the curb, and she was running from Uncle so and so. My grandma got the little like they just go out the front door. She didn't go to jail. It's all good. Shout out to
it seems like there was a certain generation of women that weren't afraid to fight. They knew what hot grits could do.
That day she wasn't fighting.
I don't know how you can deal with that type of stuff.
Deal with
what? Women that can be aggressive. Down South says, AD, are you partying in NYC this weekend? Nah, I'm gonna let y'all have it. Y'all got it. You know me, I might pull up with a fucking Tim Duncan jersey on, nigga. Just for trolling purposes. Just for content. So y'all got it. Enjoy y'all championship. Jalen Brunson. Shout out to Jalen Brunson. I got a different question for y'all. Any other thoughts before we continue on?
I got a question.
Go ahead.
I saw this on the show. If everybody in the world put their problems in a bucket, would you trade yours for theirs? Just like sight unseen, I'm about to take this in the bucket.
These niggas got real problems in real life. I don't have them type of problems.
I might gotta go punch a clock. Nope. And do overtime.
That's funny. All right, that was my question.
Good question. I have a question really quickly. Hold on.
Everyone says no. Like, where are the people that would say yes?
Don't nobody want to deal with anybody. You don't want to take the risk.
No, some people got problems, and they gonna go ahead and take a shot. But the thing about it is, all the problems aren't bad problems, though. What if my problem is I fucking was a billionaire and lost $1 million?
That's enough problem for some of them to delete themselves.
Nah, I'm good. I got another question for y'all, just in general. So last night, I guess I could have used this as an icebreaker too. So last night, I had the opportunity to go to Dave Chappelle's Pulling Up show. And so he was recording, I guess he recorded a new series for Netflix. Obviously, nobody knew it was for Netflix until we seen the Netflix logo pop up on the screen and all of that shit. And so he did 5 dates. He did Baltimore. He did Detroit last night. I think he's doing Cleveland tonight. He's supposed to do Chicago, and then he's doing San Diego. I think he's doing
Black.
San Diego.
All the blacks.
So he's got like a 5-show arena tour run, and I think that's the end of the run. But here's the question. So I watched it. I watched Dave Chappelle's last special. I watched Cat Williams' last special. I see a lot of different comedians on the scene. One of the things that I seen yesterday, and it seemed like it was a collective agreement amongst everybody that was in my area and all of that, was Donnell Rawlings smoked that shit. Donnell Rawlings was so fucking good last night as one of the people that came on. He came on right before Dave Chappelle. Donnell Rawlings is funny as fuck. Hilarious. Seemed like he more connected to what people want to hear, the whole 9 yards. Here's my question. Who's the top comedian to y'all? Who's the best comedian to y'all in the game? For whatever reason. And there's no wrong answer, obviously, because everybody got their preferences. Who would y'all say is the best comedian in the game right now?
Cat Williams.
I knew you was going to say that.
Why?
I just knew you was going to say that.
I was going to say the
I like
same
him.
thing,
He's my kind of.
I think Cat and Dave more so are kind of.
It's not what he asked. He said, "Who was your favorite?"
I'm talking. I think that they're more of like, because I agree with Quentin. I would say Cat, but I think they're more about like telling the truth about stuff to where it doesn't come off as funny. You know what I mean? Like the jokes aren't like jokes; they're more like truth. So I'm gonna say Cat Williams just because I've always liked Cat, but I don't really listen to like most comedians anymore, so I don't know. I can't really compare all of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like Mike Epps the most.
Me too. I do like Mike Epps.
Yeah, I always laugh no matter what he says. I like Cat Williams too, but no matter what Mike Epps does, I find it funny.
Yeah, he was my second. I was gonna say my second.
I think
I
it
don't
just really
always find Dave
depends on what
Chappelle
you're looking
funny.
for. Right. I think it's what you're looking for. If you can appreciate storytelling, you're gonna go more for Dave Chappelle's, then behind him, Cat Williams. Then you've got, some of the other ones who are more slapstick. It's like, here's a joke, here's a punchline, that's it. Whereas like Dave Chappelle will tie the entire thing together. He'll come back to his point from the first 5 minutes. And so with somebody like Dave Chappelle, you have to be paying attention. You have to stay engaged. Whereas you can't just jump in the middle because you'll miss some stuff.
So is anyone's favorite comedian a woman?
I mean, I don't know any women. To be honest, I think a lot of the funniest comedians are the ones that open up. Like I saw what's his name?
Ellen
Kevin
DeGeneres
Hart.
is funny.
I saw Kevin Hart, and there were people who opened for him who were hilarious. His whole show, but the openers sometimes they are killing it.
Sometimes, yeah.
I used to think Lunel was funny, but I haven't seen her, and so that's what I'm saying. I haven't paid attention to a lot of comedians lately, so.
Kevin Hart is one of my favorite comedians, especially in person. I have never went to a Kevin Hart show, and I've been to 3 of them. One at a stadium, 2 of them at the Fox Theater. Both of the motherfuckers, everybody in the audience was laughing their ass off.
He's funny.
I love Kevin Hart in person. I love his show.
That's the last show I seen.
Even like his first stand-up, like he was hilarious. I think like he's so mainstream that he can't, you know what I'm saying? He has to dummy a lot of his jokes down for like the mainstream, but in person he's actually very funny.
I was just about to say I really like Matt Rife. I like how quick he is off the top of his head and the crowd work that he does.
Most of the comedians that I love, they're dead. So I mean, the comedians that I really like now are mostly influencers. They are. I could scroll all day and watch Kendall the comedian and some of the Chicago people roasting on Instagram Reels and stuff, and it makes me laugh. But I can't really name a comedian today that I love. Like I used to love the ones that passed.
Ryan Davis slap also. I like Ryan Davis. I like I think that Cat Williams is overrated as fuck.
That's how I feel about Kevin Hart.
I believe that Cat Williams is one of the most overrated comedians out, without a doubt. I think that Dave Chappelle is riding on his legacy at this point, and it's not necessarily because he's a top comedian at all. As far as like, just I think he's a legend, and I don't think you could take what he's done and anything from him. But I think that Dave Chappelle is just okay.
But what makes Kevin Hart funny?
I think that when you experience people in real life and at they shows, sometimes it's a much different experience than what you see as a highly produced Netflix special or something. Like even if you go to Kevin Hart's old, some of his old specials, Kevin Hart is funny as fuck. And I think that what makes him unique is that he's not trying to be like everybody else. He's being authentically him, and most of the stories that he tells is based off of what he experienced. It's his kids, is growing up, it's all of that stuff. If you look at all of his specials, it's a reflection of some of the stuff that he sees and that he's watching and that he's curating at that time. I think that he's incredible. I think Mojo Brooks is dope. I think that Gary Owen is dope. I love Bill Burr. Bill Burr is dope as fuck.
I think he's a good orator for his height, and he uses his height and his voice, his high-pitched voice, to his advantage. But I don't know about him really being like, how high. Like I can't uncontrollably laugh at what he says. I used to when he had that first stand-up drop, but I was in high school, I think, when he got people with baby bald heads.
I find it funny how people tell me what I like. And no, I'm not talking about the people on the panel. I'm talking about people in the chat. Like, how you gonna tell me what I like?
I think the most I've ever laughed, and this is not around me, like I couldn't wait for I'm showing my age. I couldn't wait for fucking Def Comedy Jam and fucking Comic View to come on.
Comic View,
nigga, I don't know who them niggas was, but they was funny.
But who used to be doing a thing on Comic View was Cedric the Entertainer. Cedric the Entertainer owned fucking Comic View. For sure. He owned Comic View.
When he taking Bernie Mac jokes?
Phases where like I think it'd be phases where people like they be at the top of their game, and then that'd be it. I think it'd be phases. Like I don't think that Chris Tucker is as funny as Chris Tucker was when he was smoking. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that. I just think that all of them have their time, and I think that some of them are legends. I think Tommy Davidson is funny as fuck. Oh man, I love Tommy Davidson. I think that Tommy Davidson is one of the funniest comedians I've ever seen in my entire life. So my view of what's funny. And I think that is based off of your life experiences. Like I don't think that everybody, when Donnell Rawlings got up there yesterday, that shit was funny as hell, as hell.
That's how I felt about Bernie Mac, because he was relatable. He said things that people felt like they couldn't at the time because he wanted to kill them kids, and he didn't mind calling out the rainbow community in his own way. I don't even think today, if he was alive, he'll be canceled.
Somebody said, what about Eddie Murphy? I don't think that I think Eddie Murphy is smart as hell to never do stand-up again. Because he will not be received in the same way that he was received when he did stand-up before.
I think
Norbit was his
legend live, and you cannot.
Norbit?
I'll still laugh at that. It's funny. I'm sorry.
I've never seen it, but that sounds so big to me.
I like Ricky Gervais a lot too. I think he's really funny.
I just think that
Joe Rogan is really funny too. Joe Rogan is one of my favorite comedians, although he does many other things.
You know who
one
else
of my
is
favorite
good?
comedians.
Andrew Schultz.
He was pretty
good. He is.
Andrew Schultz is good. He's really good as a stand-up and his stand-up routine and shit. Here's the thing. I don't think that there's any real funny women.
Yeah, they're not. They're not.
They might say like a funny thing.
Actually, like
Some more used to be
Like
good.
you
Unless
gotta,
they're like big
I
or
think the
something,
more
then they're
funnier
funny.
women are like the super vulgar like white
Dude,
women.
back up from your mic, bro.
Please.
Some
I'm
more used
DeGeneres.
to
He's
be
probably the only
funny.
one I laugh at.
Well, women can't really say the things that men can say. If they speak
That's not
sexually, it's
true.
like, I don't
true.
know. You know, there's only so many lanes that they can be in before you're like, that's
Not
actually
true.
just like.
Only thing
Chelsea
that
Handler
women
is
ever
super
talk
vulgar.
only thing that women
Oh.
ever talk about is,
She
man,
said,
honey, we
who is
gonna
that?
fuck them. You know, they always do
I thought
some.
Lunel was funny.
I'm gonna do some sex or these niggas and all of that. Like women, they go. All of them lean at the same fucking joke. It always comes back to something raunchy or sex. Something
Or
About religion and
pregnancy or
politics.
something like that. They giving birth, something crazy.
Yeah, it's always something to do with their coochie. And it's
I hear them
never,
talk about politics. And
honestly,
religion,
it's
too.
never ever anything related to anything outside of something sexual. All the time. There's no female comedian that has any fucking range outside of that, in my opinion.
And Monique, she used to like say certain funny things, but she just got too. She was always like focused on being big and skinny women, and after that, it just kind of came off as hating a little bit. So I was just kind of like, okay, it's not funny to me. Like, I don't know. I don't think women are as consistent as the men. They can say funny stuff, but I don't think it's like the consistency is never there for me.
Nikki Glazer. Nikki Glazer's hilarious.
Who?
Everybody's
I like dry humor.
Right, you standing on the
This is crazy, y'all. Who?
I didn't know who you were saying.
It's a white chick, comedian. She's
White
current.
women do that. They do the same thing too.
They nasty. I know. I agree.
Eddie Griffin is hilarious. His First Amendment comedy was his stand up. That
Somebody
was
said
good.
they question my sense of humor. How do you question a nigga? What?
Someone else's sense of humor.
Y'all just say anything.
Any fucking thing. Anything. You know, I think this is probably an appropriate way to wrap up this comedian conversation. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
I was just so impressed with Donnell Rawlings yesterday, bro. I was very, very impressed.
Have you ever seen him before, or not necessarily in person, but do you typically listen?
I've
to
never
him?
seen him in person before, ever.
Did you like him before you seen him?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
But I think that in person, because you got to realize that I know that a lot of people don't actually go and see comedians in person because they don't understand. It's almost like seeing a show, a performer in person. And what a song does, or what you see on a highly produced special, or what you see on a sitcom or a movie, is completely different than somebody doing stand-up comedy in person. And they feed off the crowd, and they play off the city that they in, and all of that shit. And that's a skill. It's a skill to be able to do certain things and to be able to go back and feedback off and forth. And then he went and talked about the front row and the way he came on stage and how he played. Like, all of that stuff matters. You know what I'm saying? That stuff matters when it comes to a show. And I don't go by just what I see on TV. As a matter of fact, I prefer not to watch even a special or anything like that on TV again. Like, I had to force myself to watch Cat Williams, and that shit was not. That last special was not funny, bro. Maybe you go back to the Pimp Chronicles or some shit like that. That shit was different. But nowadays, that shit is not funny, bro. It's not funny to me personally.
I seen Pat Williams, like he came to Oklahoma, so that was probably different. And he like made some of his jokes like were relatable. Yeah. And like some of that shit was it was like to Oklahoma specifically. Like I remember it was like 9:00 at night and it was still sunlight outside. That nigga said, y'all son don't even respect the night. And I fucking felt all of that shit.
and it's a certain way that they say it and stuff like that in person. And it's like, you just got to be there to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't even like telling what the comedian said as a joke because you can't deliver it the way that they delivered it at the time they delivered it. So it's just not the same.
So yeah, I can agree with that because that's how I felt about Gary Owen. I didn't think he was all that funny until I saw him in person. Then I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it.
Yeah. And Gary Owen got crowd work. Like, I think that Gary Owen works even better in like smaller settings.
Like he don't really lean into it no more, but fucking Jamie Foxx back in the day, he'll do his thing and he'll sing and he'll be on the fucking piano. Nigga, that shit was fucking fire.
See, I look at the Jamie Foxx roast and who he is on TV as way different than his stand-up. Like when I looked at his special, I was like, this ain't really even comedy.
Well, I'm talking about like Babe back in the day when that nigga still had that little curly box looking back in the day. Like this is all like life just used to be better back then.
No, I disagree with you, buddy.
Yes, nigga.
No.
Well, you can say it's different because you're thriving now. It's great, but like as a whole, like
nope.
Relationships, everything was like everybody didn't have this in their face the whole time. Like life was so much. It was human connection.
You got what I call revisionist history. And that's usually when people forget about it, all of the other shit that went along with life that they didn't like about it.
Nigga, I did not like nothing about life back. Nigga, I was chilling. Nigga, I didn't have no bills. I didn't have no problems. Nigga, I didn't have kids.
No bills.
Fuck you mean?
No, I do think that comedians of yesteryear were funnier because it's like I feel like they're all walking this line, like, okay, well, I can't say this and I can't say that, and they're gonna cancel me for this and they're gonna cancel me for that. So I just feel like there's a lot more tiptoeing now than there was. And I don't like
that's the thing. They used to roast the shit out of the gay people. I used to light them niggas up.
Donnell Rawlings insulted every group that you can think of. It. He used the F word. He used everything. Any word that you can think of, he went after every single group. That shit was hilarious.
Shout out to A Living Color.
There was no censorship on that. And maybe it was because they ain't had no phones. And nobody had no phones to record it and that shit. But yeah, it was hilarious. In my opinion. Everybody was rolling off Donnell Rawlings. But
shout out to Dan Cook.
Who? I don't know who he's saying.
Y'all niggas, y'all flacking. Every white comedian, y'all who?
Did you know Matt Wright?
Yes, y'all don't know who Dan Cook is?
I know who Dan Cook is.
Bill Burr and
He's
Gary
funny.
Owen.
Shout out.
He corny as fuck.
Who Dan Cook is corny?
Yeah, he's terrible.
So I
seen all
appreciate it.
These huge stand-ups that he has with thousands of people there. It's corny.
Yeah, corny is funny sometimes.
The white guy with the
I don't
puppets
mean
is
in a
funny
good way.
too.
I don't mean it in a good way. He not funny. I don't understand the big deal about Dan Cook.
Who's your guy?
Recently, I mean, I used to like Dave Chappelle, but like he don't really.
He's
tell,
compromised.
Like, the jokes. He don't really tell the jokes like he used to. I used to like Kevin Hart. Like he's just not funny anymore. They're not funny. I seen Michael Blackson in person. That nigga's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he is.
Couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't stop. But I go to like local, like I see local guys. I know a few stand-up comedians, and some of them are good, some of them aren't. I mean, I think stand-up comedy is a lost art, and it's kind of like rap, where people don't practice, they don't come up with anything new, they don't come up with anything creative. I used to listen to Richard Pryor on records, so it's like I wasn't supposed to, but yeah, I used to listen to Richard Pryor on records on an album. So I'm very familiar with stand-up comedy, and I've been listening to it my whole life. People just aren't creative anymore. They telling the same jokes that they heard somebody else. They stealing. They just aren't. They just not funny. It's just like they're not trying hard enough. To me, they're not thinking of nothing new, nothing fresh. So yeah, I think people got to try harder, be more creative.
I think it was back when you didn't get canceled. It was just like more real. It was more relatable. It's probably why it was better.
All right. Let me read some of the super chats and then we're gonna go from there. I got another question for y'all lined up. Again, thank you to the chat. AGW711 says, AD, if you're telling women not to settle, I just Googled it and it says only 14.5% of American men are 6 feet and taller. So not every woman can have one. So then let the niggas at 6 feet and taller have 3 apiece. And then listen, bro, the game is the game. I'm not here to try to equalize in diversity, equity, and inclusion relationships. I think that people should feel however they want to feel. And you can't tell nobody that they got to take you just because, and I'm not talking about you, AGW, but just in general, you can't tell people, oh, no, you got to take this guy. She don't want that nigga. Fuck it. It is what it is. Go where you appreciate it and not where you tolerate it. I don't see no problem with it. Down South says, Q, I didn't think you would like black comedians.
Y'all don't. Never mind.
Only Just Commentary says Dave Chappelle, Patrice O'Neal, and Russell P. No. They got to be like in the game today. That was the question in the game today, but I got you.
Also, I am a black comedian, nigga. I'm funny as shit.
Word Custom says D-Ray Davis, Gary Owen, and Arnez J. Matt Rife.
Do you like Wild 'N Out? Do you think it's funny?
No. Not my thing. Cali Mike says mainstream Kevin Hart, but personally for me it's Al Sadiq. I like Al Sadiq. Al Sadiq is dope. Sigma the Prince says Rodney Dangerfield was comical. Legend. Kyle Scott says go see my guy Mo Mitch at City Winery on July 25th in ATL. A.R. Schmitty says my guy, comedian CP, is too underrated. Go green, go white.
Shout out to CP.
Casual Germ says, speaking of comedy, look up Bobo the Clown at Carnival Events. Dude is a savage.
No.
TS Car Washing Detail Services, my favorite is Bill Bellamy, Marlon Wayans, Nate Jackson, Tony Robinson, Country Wayne, some more, and Mark Curry.
Some more is crazy.
All right. Well, I got a video for this one. Finally, I'm going to give you all a video.
It's a video
of the United States of America.
I'm in America. When they say everything in America is big, I understand it. Why the hell is this quesadilla the size of my head? And I've got 3 of them.
Americans, you are so lucky.
Whoa. And you take your fingers and you lift that up and you eat it. Okay, not with a fork.
Nothing comes close to the USA.
Chick-fil-A for the first time as a family.
Chick-fil-A.
This is so good. Damn.
Women walking alone with fancy handbags, jewelry on, glasses on. They're not being harassed, nothing. If they were South Africa, gosh, first of all, I wouldn't be able to walk through this blooming park by myself.
Everything just big, ginormous, extra large.
Oh my God.
Give it again. I'm talking about that chicken is delicious.
Better than KFC.
Oh,
I'm saying so.
I'm saying it's better than KFC. It's good. They have Bible verses on the bottom of their cup. Never.
I just feel like you're so lucky to live here.
Everything in the US simply beats anything I've ever experienced anywhere in the world.
God bless America.
This place is freaking awesome. You can't make this up. This is too wonderful. All glory goes to God for preserving this wonderful country. I'm in awe of the.
All right, so people all over the world are obsessed with America. Europeans the most, but people all over that are traveling here, that's been here for the first time, are basically saying that America was painted the wrong way in social media and the media in their country, that they're obsessed with the food, they're obsessed with the culture, they're obsessed with portion sizes, they're obsessed with the parks, they're obsessed with lifestyle, everything. Here's a question. Do y'all think that we are too spoiled?
I don't think so, because they probably feel about us how we feel about them when we leave our fucking country. and as it pertains to food, like fake food tastes better than real food. You know what I mean? All
Say
the
that
shit
too,
that
Quentin. It's the drugs.
this fake shit, whatever the fuck you put in this chicken that ain't real chicken, fucking tastes great.
Heroin.
Right. Whatever this pink paste is amazing. Like it's
Fucking
supposed to be.
I
They
fucking
engineered it
drink
that way.
sugar in a bottle every day, and it's fucking great.
Thank God for food scientists.
I just think we're used to being here. So, I mean, this is our country. We're used to being here. So, like, if we go to different countries, you have Americans that go different places and think that their countries are great. So, that's like going out of state. Some people might come to Georgia and be like, "Ooh, I want to move here." But people who live here and are from here are just like, it's like whatever. You know what I mean? So, I think that's a little bit of everywhere. Like, people get excited when they experience something new.
Yeah,
I agree with that, but I do think that as a whole, we are spoiled. I mean, like we can say whatever we want theoretically, about our government, about all the politicians. We can, eat whatever we want. Women can wear bras on the live stream. We can do whatever we want.
Facts. Fucking facts.
Quinn, your mic is loud.
Sorry.
I mean, like we literally are sitting on our computers having people watch us have a conversation and be paid for it. Like that, if that's not spoiled, like what is?
Well, they do that in other countries too. That's not just here.
But I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of things that we do that other countries don't do that has us spoiled. I mean, if you go into a hotel room in Europe, like you won't have to suck it in if you're a big one, because there's no room in there. Like you in a twin bed and you better like it. But you come here and we got like living room size rooms with 2 king beds in it. Like there's little things and there's big things. We are spoiled. I mean, but also you do like new things, and I do feel some kind of way because they were all talking about food. I don't know how I feel about that.
Because I know a lot of Americans, they go outside of the country and they're like, the fruit is brighter. That's not the point. I'm just saying, I know it is, but
right. And that's why I say, people, like Brittany was saying, people do like new things. We do like going to other places. Other countries, you can actually eat more and lose weight while you're there because their food is pure. So,
yeah,
but they're not going to appreciate that because that's what they see every day.
Well, they're not going to appreciate it because they don't have to eat every day and they go back to their good food and they're not fat and they don't have inflammation and everything that comes from that. So if you're here for a weekend and you're going to indulge and eat all the grease, then I get it.
I mean, I kind of think the grass is green when you water it. I think that to a degree our Americans are spoiled, but I also can say that in a way, is America really that great? Because there are people who are leaving here, going to other countries. I mean, it just depends. The grass is green when you water it. So
yeah, but how many people are leaving other countries to come here? We got people sneaking in. I don't think too many other countries have as many people sneaking in and riding.
They imported people over here.
That's what I'm saying. And riding doors across the ocean to get there. I mean, like, there's a reason why people are sneaking in through the back door.
Because in their countries,
you
just like you said, you can get your head chopped off for half of the things that we do here. It's so much more. It's so much more freedom here to do whatever it is you want, to make whatever decision you want, to pave your way. And I get it, but what I'm saying is I could look at it from another lens and see that there are people here that are ready to pack it up and leave, that are working, hard here to move somewhere else to find some type of peace and abundance that they're not finding in America.
And a lot of them come
back. 0.053% of people leave America annually.
And they come back. Like a lot of people think that the grass is gonna be greener in a different country, and then they get there and they're experiencing the way of life that they're still not familiar with, and they don't like it, so they come back.
Or
like
they go broke.
When I went to Thailand,
what Anton said, you go over there with your American dollars and you feeling like you live in you know, like a king. But if you go over there and make the money that they're making, all of a sudden it's not as fun.
It's
not,
crazy
you know,
because some
dressed
people
as
are
Or
in
don't be a
another
woman
country.
going certain
Some people are in
places.
another country and they're working remote in America and they're,
making American
you know,
dollars.
So when I went to Thailand, I met someone who said that they, you know, retired or whatever, and now they're living over there and they're thriving. So, like I just
Because they
said,
keep
it
their
just
American
depends.
dollars.
It depends.
Shout
With
out to
their
Trump.
American dollars. So maybe they want the resources and the benefits of America, but maybe they want to go somewhere else to gain some type of whatever is lacking here. You know what I'm saying? Other people that have struggled to live in, you know, third world countries, I understand. Here is heaven. I went to Jamaica too, and they were terrible. It was like they would get really mad if you did not tip them like more than $10. They was feeling some type of way. They was saying like how they make the bottom of the barrel, and they're, I think, Asians and I think they said Asians and white people ran their country. They didn't really run, you know, you think Jamaica, you think black.
And when you go out
Know,
into the countries, when we go like to these different countries and try to move there, the people don't always treat us. You know what I mean? Like they know that you're not from there, and they gonna try to get you at every corner.
Finesse.
Well, because you're colonizing. And I
Exactly.
don't think Americans look at it like that. Americans go and colonize these places, but then they cry about how the white man colonized. So that's the problem. Stop going places and colonize and say, "Oh, this is the best place ever," but you're colonizing.
And you going over there mad because they
You're
don't
not living
speak
like the
English.
locals, and that's why they
Are
hate you.
you talking about the people that live there or the people that's vacationing there?
The people, no, if you're vacationing, you're vacationing. The people who are colonizing, aka moving, they're just
Going over
colonizing.
there mad because they not speaking
Taking
your
their
language,
American dollars,
in
boosting
their
up the cost of
country.
living.
Build these new modern houses in these different countries, like just all
They
this type of
ruining
stuff.
it.
Taking
They
up,
use, and then they want everything to be English and formatted for them.
Going over there, spreading the LGBT community information to these different countries, like, yeah. But I think as much as like the U.S. isn't perfect at all, we have a lot of flaws. But I personally, I would love to travel other places more, but I don't foresee myself living in a different country. Like I'm cool being here.
Yeah.
I'll just take my little raggedy USA and keep it moving. I don't foresee myself living anywhere else. Traveling is cool, but
I agree.
I could get a dual citizenship, but
yeah,
I would go to Dubai.
I heard
for
they're
a
trying to
while.
stop that.
I don't want to go to Dubai. I can't.
I would never touch
It's too much
there.
slavery going on. I can't.
I'm not finna go to jail for
that.
something that I didn't even know was wrong. So,
but that's the thing. You're supposed to research places before you go. But we have such privilege as Americans. We feel like everybody needs to bow to us. And so you go to another country spitting on the ground. That's disgusting in the first place.
Well, I don't know about having a freedom to
they got
spit,
you in
but
jail.
Spitting on the ground is disgusting.
Literally,
Yeah, it is,
all type of
but,
stuff. Yeah, you can get
like I spit in the grass all the time. That's disgusting.
In different countries, yeah, they'll look at that like disrespect, littering,
and you will be arrested.
Yeah,
I ain't talking about doing some low grade, low tier grade, Neanderthal behavior, but no, I'm just saying some things.
You need to Google
in Thailand,
Neanderthal.
you couldn't even. In Thailand, there was a lot of rules there.
Google Neanderthal.
It's something that I would never do. So you can't touch nobody's head, or you'll go to jail.
I mean, that's
places you can't even cuss.
I don't know why you would touch somebody's head, but
Dubai,
and you can't.
Dubai, you can't even cuss. So it's like you might just be having a conversation.
See, what if you hit your foot? You like shit, and
that's
now
what I'm
saying.
And know if you're a woman or not, and how they treat their women.
I think that this is the greatest country in the world. I don't think that we've learned to appreciate it. Most people haven't even traveled it, and seen different cultures and seen different places, even seen different coasts. There's so much to see here, and honestly, it's not even until you leave a country. For me, I love coming back home. I love coming back home. And it's nothing like the people here. It's nothing like the culture here. It's nothing like the women here. It's nothing like none of that stuff, bro. And most of these places outside of the US, they try to paint it, and I think that we fall for the narrative, but they be poor as hell. Food be bland as fuck, and it ain't just because of what they put in it. They don't put seasoning on a lot of their food. They genuinely don't use seasoning. That shit just be cooked. And sometimes it don't even be fully cooked. Like they just throw it on the whatever, and then that'd be the end of it. You'd be like, what the fuck is this? Romania, man, that shit was nasty as hell, bro.
They food seemed nasty.
That Romanian food was nasty, bro. I was just like, yo.
I did not enjoy the food in Cuba, but see, I keep seasoning in my bag. When you start moving around the country, you start wasting your money on food that don't taste good.
Don't get the big kind, because then they're gonna tell you at TSA, throw it away. I did not know that. I was pissed. I was mad.
I had a conversation with my dude.
I should have got travel size.
He had made a comment or whatever. We were kind of talking about something similar, and he was like, "It's interesting how when we're born, like we could have been born anywhere in the world. Like, you know what I mean? Like you could have been born in Africa, you could have been born in wherever, Europe, wherever. But it's crazy how like we were born in the United States of America. Like I think that's kind of dope because." You know what I'm saying? You don't get to choose where you're born or who you're born to.
I think the funniest part is that you got people from all over the world coming here and they love and they obsess with American culture. And they saying that this is literally, they saying this is the greatest country on earth. And then you'll have people here trying to convince them that it's not. That is the wildest thing ever. Like we don't have no pride. We don't give a fuck. Like,
people don't
We're
like
not homogenized enough.
People
don't
like
how celebrities want to be regular
it's
people,
too diverse
and some
here.
regular people want to be celebrities. I said the grass is greener where you want to water it. Some people
I see somebody that said this food is disappointing. All of the food is different depending on where you go. Memphis food is different than Philly. Philly is different than Detroit. Detroit is different than the Cuban culture down there in Miami, which is completely different than the barbecue that's down in Texas. And like all the food is different. You got to talk about like it differently.
I heard Texas, Chicago, and New Orleans top tier.
Like the seafood and all of that stuff down there. Ooh. It's all different. I don't know how people even say that when everywhere it's different food culture.
Are they talking about
for me, that shows the limited mindset in people because they just don't fucking know. I think a lot of people use talking points that they hear other people and they don't develop their own opinion in a lot of
everybody's thoughts are someone else's thoughts. It's so annoying.
I mean, the thing is, we're so spoiled that we have passport privilege that we're not even aware of. When you need a visa to go somewhere, you just send it off to their embassy or to Washington. They stamp it, send it back. Other countries, they're going through all kinds of interviews and stuff. They're getting denied. Like you can't even come over here on a visitor's visa. And we're just like, well, we just buy the plane ticket. You know, like we are incredibly spoiled. That doesn't mean that we don't have things that we need to work on or we couldn't improve. But the fact of the matter is we're spoiled.
Super spoiled.
That's why we complain so much and make so many social issues because we have nothing else to do except complain.
We gotta be more grateful for sure.
On our $1,200 iPhone.
Right?
Super spoiled.
And our unlimited minutes. You know how many people in how many countries still have like data plans? Like you have 500 minutes a month or whatever.
I am not like most Americans. Every time I get
a
big ass Ford American-made F-150 pickup truck, I'm grateful.
I can get a flip phone.
And it's like a lot of times, even when people go to these places, they go to the resort, right? And they don't even really. I mean, sometimes you shouldn't leave a resort as much, especially if you go on.
Might die, nigga.
But they don't leave the resort, and. Man, in Brazil and a lot of these places, it's all ghetto. It's 80 to 90%. It's probably more than 90% ghetto. Another 7% is tourism. So they're gonna make sure that the areas that tourists visit is gonna be nicer. And then the people that got money, which is far and few between, most of them are from somewhere else that came there to experience the culture and live there a little bit more permanently, semi-permanently. And so most of the people that live, work, and play there, they fucked up. And my man's was like, the guy that was kind of, helping me around or whatever and helping us around in Brazil. And he was like, yeah, you don't want to go in that favela, but that one might be okay. And I said, well, why is that one not okay? And he was like, well, that's controlled by this particular gang or whatever. And he was like, yo, and that one is a little bit bigger, but you may get lost in it. And I want you to remember that the police most of the time don't go inside of those favelas. And I'm like, really? He like, yeah, it's kind of self-police. I'm like, man, y'all fucked up over here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like the
Like,
hood.
people just be talking and shit because they watch somebody else's content or YouTube video and they develop their talking points from that. Man, people don't even know what the hell is going on, bro.
Then they're probably looking at issues like, why am I in a major city? And then we just had a storm, and this girl has filmed her high-rise apartment down here, and they still haven't fixed the window. And a lot of other people, their windows broken too, and they're not fixing it. And I know that sounds like a minor thing, but also then you have people who have a fire, and now their fire truck and on the south side, their fire trucks are down. So you have to go get the fire trucks all the way up north to come all the way to the south side to put out your fire and help your, everybody that's dismantled or whatever. So I don't know. Like I said, it just depends on the person, but I don't think it's a lot of people that realize like it's not as green as you think it is over there than what you think over here based on safety. And
I would like to see people get a regular job over there. Most of the time it's a tourist-based job. Get you a regular job and just live off of that. Get you a regular job, live off of whatever it is that the currency is of the place that you're in, and see how that play out.
Yeah, you won't be the man then.
No, you won't. And I think a lot of times we forget that although we have poverty here, by and large, you can avoid it. You know which neighborhoods not to go to. If you have a little bit of money, you don't see poverty. You can avoid the South Side by MLK or whatever. You just don't go over there. But in other countries, it's everywhere. Like you can't just be like, I'm just gonna avoid this street or this side of town or whatever. Like we can. We've got our heads stuck way up high.
Yeah, we do. And they don't want us in a lot of these places. If you go over to even in Mexico City, there was protesting to get people that, was not from there up out of there.
Because they're raising the prices of everything, and the people who live there and who work there and make Mexican money can't afford it. Because we're taking our American dollars over there and we're building high rises and buying condos and beachfront properties and all of that. And we're taking over these neighborhoods where these people have been for generations and now they're priced out.
Yeah.
Like, what are they supposed to do?
We don't care because we have to be passport bros and sissies.
Yeah. What are you Lord Jesus-ing about? What's the problem?
They be online bragging. I be watching them little videos. Oh, it's so good over here in Egypt. Oh, it's so good over here in Thailand. Oh, yeah, because you're colonizing it. I'm pretty sure the white folks felt the same way when they came over here.
I guess my
buffalo.
Question, if you're deciding that you want to do international box chasing, right? Why Thailand? If you don't know what you're gonna get inside of that box of chocolates.
Lady boys.
I don't know. I like if all of the countries that you could go to, why Thailand?
Maybe I think because it's less expensive and the women are perceived to be more.
But you don't know if it's a woman.
Lady boys.
There's a lot of pedophilia going on over there.
I said perceived. I use I'm pretty.
Somebody said they calling it Guyland. Because it has the most trans people anywhere on earth.
But they have a brothel over here.
Maybe then you have an excuse for being tricked. When that's really
hell no.
No, I just seen a man that was getting a massage and he thought it was by a woman and it was really a guy over in Thailand.
I'm not.
He was in Thailand. He was hoping it was a man.
I'm not about to purposely get tricked. Getting
He's
tricked
saying
on
the men
purpose?
are really gay, is what Kim was saying.
I know what it is. But on purpose?
On purpose.
It's a mind thing. Like, I want this lady man to rub on me because I think I'm straight and I don't, but I'm really gay. Is
No,
what
dog. No, nigga. Ain't no mind thing. You just flat out, you just gay.
Yeah, but they don't want to admit that and they don't want to tell people that. But if you're tricked, if you thought it,
it don't
They
count.
say they
But you
didn't
can get
know. Like, it
tricked in
smell like
America,
doo-doo.
though.
You didn't know.
It's more
Well,
likely.
okay, so let's say you get
You can get tricked right there on 76 and Halstead.
They ain't getting
let's
tricked.
say
They
you
know a
get-
man's hands.
Well, no, let's say you get tricked, right? Let's say she
They
got
looking like
let's say that the
Men know
man
men.
has smooth hands.
not
Because
all.
from the videos that I see on Instagram, most of them, a lot of them are indistinguishable, right? Let's say you get tricked, but then you can't get 100% tricked because when they pull their pants on, you're like, oh, you got a dick. All right, cool.
Some of them.
How do you still get tricked? Because you still got to go through with it.
That was the whole point. They're
That's
not being
crazy.
They're not being tricked. Exactly. These men are liars.
That is crazy.
I don't know. Some of these dudes,
of
at
times
least
they're
the
boys.
American trans, they
Men
looking
know
more
men.
like women.
Lex.
Goodness,
Don't
Lord
let them
Jesus.
don't let them gaslight you. Men know men.
Hold on.
Their voice a lot
They
of the
know
times
men.
lets it
They
be
know
known.
that their bodies are different.
What's up, girl?
They know that their hands are different.
Alonzo
They-
Arnold.
They
Y'all
know
seen that
men.
trans influencer that look like a woman?
Don't matter what they look like.
Yeah, his voice
The
even sound like a
biology ain't the
woman.
same, and they know the biology
He can
ain't
dress
the same.
though.
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
The hormones ain't the same. The biology ain't. It's like a Android and an iPhone. You would never, just because they look like phones, you know it's a difference.
It's kind of messed up because
These
why are
men be
you messing with a
lying.
masculine trans? Like, I'm
They're not
confused. What's
masculine,
the
they
point?
feminine.
What? Anton,
They feminine.
you ain't never okay.
No, I'm saying if you look at
I'm gonna
them,
tell you. I'm
the
gonna
reason
tell
why
you.
they become indistinguishable is because they act just like women, right?
I'm gonna tell you off camera the consequence.
Well, no. I don't.
Now
Listen,
we all want to know.
all of the places that I've considered traveling to,
They are
there's
violent.
1,000 different places to go to before I decide. You know what? I'm about to go to Thailand.
They are in an abusive relationship. What are you?
And here's the other part of it, though. I actually heard that Thailand is one of the best places weather-wise in the wintertime.
All these places on the globe.
Humid.
No, I'm just saying as far as like
it rains.
It being
majority of the time.
ideal in the wintertime as far as 80 degrees, sunny for the most part, and all of that stuff. They say Thailand is one of the best places to visit in the wintertime when it comes to weather. Like the most ideal time for you to visit is the wintertime.
The most you're gonna spend in a week is like $15. So
I have a hard time believing that I'm gonna spend anything less than what I'm gonna spend because I'll be wanting the best.
But the best is like $35. Can you just not?
Well, but you don't have. I ain't got to worry about that because I don't plan on going to Thailand. I just don't. I don't plan on going to Thailand. And you know what's so funny? Because of technology, they be having like not hidden cameras, but people be recording like the streets of Thailand. And it'd be a lot of white men over there too. It's a
lot of fruity Russians
of snow hairs out there.
A lot of people from Russia and Australia go there.
That's chasing D.
Shout out to the Pantenes.
What is a Pantene?
Like Pantene Pro V.
And they gonna fall.
White people in Thailand.
I don't even know where Quentin be getting this stuff from, bro.
It's a white person that he's Pantene Pro V is Pantene.
What if they bald headed? I'm just joking.
So I do think that we become more spoiled here personally. That's my personal opinion. I know everybody got different opinions. I think that we're spoiled here in America and we don't take advantage of the opportunities. We don't take an opportunity to go and visit outside of our state. We don't become tourists in our own areas and our own cities. And I think that that's one of the reasons why people value what we have more than we do when they pursue it more.
You're talking about traveling a lot, Anton. You going somewhere?
What do you mean? No, the World Cup is here. It's one of the biggest trending topics on the internet right now is how people are reacting to what's happening in the United States.
I'm like, what soccer team do we have playing? I don't know anything about America and our soccer.
Americans don't
don't
even
know
fuck with
either.
soccer until the World Cup, like generally. I think it's more of a like togetherness. It's like one of the only like sport experiences that it's like us against the world type thing. But I don't think, generally speaking, Americans.
Wouldn't it be the Olympics?
No.
Okay.
Any other thoughts?
No one does this for the Olympics. It's too much stimulation.
Any other thoughts? Do y'all have I know Brittany does. Do y'all have World Cup festivities in y'all cities where y'all stay respectively?
Yep.
They opened our bars and clubs till 5 a.m.
Really?
It's been a killing every night.
I don't know.
It's been a shootout every night. I don't know why they did that dumb stuff.
Ghetto.
They probably made good money too.
Before everybody got shot. I mean, like,
girl, even when they got here, they stole some of the people's equipment. They stole the truck with their soccer equipment in it. I'm just like, I don't know why y'all picked here.
I do plan to go to like the fan, whatever it was called, downtown. I'm gonna see what they doing over there because I'm nosy.
Q Diddy was supposed to be a correspondent, neither here nor there.
You should have went.
I was never offered that opportunity.
Not true.
You want us to?
I'll tell you, the ladies on the panel, they don't wait for you to offer. They be like, Anton, this is
that's a woman thing.
This is what we think makes the most sense, and this is what we need.
And they ask you for your money, and it's fine.
They don't ask me for
They're not gonna go themselves.
They don't. They be like, so this is what makes sense. We need to have a meeting on Saturday. And I'll be like, all right.
I feel like that's Miss Sanchez. I feel like she has that type of personality where she's like the organizer. Like, look, I get that energy from you. Like,
and I am. That's right, Molly.
I think that more.
Thank God for her, because she's my
more
friend.
women were. If more women were more, I don't want to say aggressive, but if they went for what they want, it's
assertive.
It's very difficult. Assertive is a good word. Thank you, Lex. It's very difficult to say no to people when they, getting you to buy into the vision of what could be, the possibility of what if. You start even exploring like, okay, well, how can we monetize this? How can you do this? And then start thinking about it a little bit differently, because it's hard to tell people no that believe in something that continues to, you know what I'm saying? Say, hey, listen, let me remind you, let me throw this on your calendar. It's like, all right, I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like what's going on. It's the very thing that I talked about a while ago, as far as, we got this platform. Let me see what y'all, if y'all ever want to push, then I'm 100% behind y'all. And so, you just want them, you want to see what it's about. You want to see what it turns into. And so I think that if more women were more assertive, then they would get more of what they wanted in life.
That even happens on jobs. Like if women spoke up more about raises and stuff like that, for sure. Yep. I've had to learn that because I'm kind of just a go with the flow.
Because you don't, and I agree with you, Brittany. Because you don't always want to tell people, hey man, why don't you do this? Or hey man, why don't you do that? When people coming to you with ideas and stuff, I'll be like, I like that. I like that a lot. So yeah, I think that women need to be more What did you say? Assertive flex. Women need to be more assertive of what they want, and I think that they'll get it. So, or people need to be more assertive in general.
I think more of us was, well, more so than we like to admit, more of us was conditioned to have that type of patience and understanding and how they showing up more than they were taught to be like outspoken. Most of us were not taught that like you think you were. And so when it tries to come out, or if it ever comes out, it always it's kind of like watching a person with no rhythm dance.
No, listen, I agree with you. I think that that's a fair point. But the balance is that you can really say anything to anybody if you say it the right way. So I think that if
That's
women
true.
lean more into their sweet spirit, their femininity or whatever, they can generally get what they want.
Because we do speak up. I think we speak up sometimes for the wrong stuff, or speak, you know what I'm saying, for the wrong things. But like you said, if we say it in a specific
What do the
way,
wrong things look like?
no, I'm saying, like, I think women are vocal is more so what I'm saying. Like, I don't think women are just not vocal. We're definitely vocal, and sometimes it can be like unnecessarily vocal, you know what I mean? Or just like annoyingly vocal. But when it comes to something that we might need or want, sometimes we don't speak up for those things. But there is a certain way that you can speak on those things, you know, like Anton was saying, to where you can still get what you want. It doesn't have to be like an aggressive way. It doesn't have to be, you know what I mean? Like in a argumentative way, but you can
No,
still
like
get
a way where he feel like he ain't got no choice but to want to do it for you.
Yeah,
Oh, he had a choice. He definitely
how
had a choice.
many
It was
women know
his
how to do that?
choice.
Not you demanding it from him. Like,
No, they just
you know what I'm saying?
It was his
listen,
choice.
to be honest with you, like they didn't just say, let me be very clear. They didn't just say, Anton, this is what we want to do. We met, they put together proposals, they mapped it out, they said what they gave dates, they gave locations, different things, you know, they did the legwork as far as reaching out in order to get press pack, all kind of stuff, right? So don't think for 1 second that they slipping. They really, really, really apply themselves, and they show that this is what they want to do. They don't just say, hey man, let me. No, they say, hey, listen, this is what we want to do or whatever. Now, you know, being in a position where, you know, I like investing in people and I like investing in people's dreams. That's an easy call for me when you got somebody that's that focused and they say, all right, so this is what's happening. And what I said to them was, I said, all right, cool. What kind of budget do we need to put together for this? They laid it out, and then I was like, listen, I'm not about to be ordering shit and doing this, and y'all here's the money, here's the card, do what y'all got to do, get what y'all need to get. I like the way y'all showed up. I'm expensing all of this shit, and so let's get to it.
And we didn't show up asking for money either. I was gonna
No, we did
fly
not.
my like
Yeah, they proposed to do it themselves. They was like, yo, I'm
Mhm.
gonna fly out, I could do this, I'm gonna do this. And I was like, nah, I'm not.
We were getting his permission initially.
Yeah, they
His
wasn't even
blessing.
on that type of shit.
Yeah.
So they know how to get money out of me. They know how to work the system. They smart. They smart as fuck.
Not work the system.
And they are, because they know my personality, right? So they know that if they say, no, I'm gonna fly this, I'm gonna no. They know how to work it through. And that's cool. I'm with it. Any other thoughts on international obsession with the United States of America?
Come get this poisonous, tasty food while you're here.
And all the portions are bigger in Texas.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Seriously.
All right. Well, let me read some of these super chats, and I got another set of questions for y'all based off of what's happening in popular culture. James Horton says, the way my 9-year-old acts and talks, we're spoiled. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, y'all heard Luda Janice freestyle? I haven't. I have not. I don't know if Slimmy have. Slimmy, have you heard it?
I hope he didn't ruin it, right?
I intentionally didn't click on it. I was afraid to.
Same old Ludacris. Cheesy ass punchlines.
You don't like
weak ass rhyme
Ludacris?
patterns. I said I don't like him. I just said same old Ludacris. And he's not a lyricist. He's a regular rapper.
You saying Luda is a regular rapper?
Fast and the Furious.
You said Luda is a regular rapper?
What else would you consider him?
Wow.
You got low expectations, but you love Drake. It's crazy to me.
Don't do that, Slimmy.
Who's your favorite rapper, Slimmy? Who's your top two rappers?
He made a face when I said something about Ludacris.
I didn't. I mean, listen, Slimmy. Drake lives rent free in Slimmy's head. So
no, he lives rent free in your head.
We didn't. I never mentioned Drake.
I know you didn't.
Know we was talking about Drake.
I know you didn't. But what I'm saying is, you got low expectations for a lot of other rappers. I done heard you down. I didn't talk music with you thousands of times. And then I said one little thing about Ludacris. He's a
regular rapper, bro.
He's a regular rapper. I don't understand. What's the big deal?
When you say regular, do you mean like?
He's not a lyricist. He's a regular rapper.
Who would you consider like a great? And I'm just asking because I'm really curious.
A great what? A great lyricist or a great rapper?
A great lyricist.
A great rapper.
Or both.
Anybody could be a great rapper.
But who do you consider?
Well, you said
anybody
Luda
could
is
be a
regular,
great rapper.
so I would like to know what you think is great.
A great rapper?
Yes.
Tupac. He's a great rapper.
Conscious rapper.
But
he's not a lyricist.
I don't believe that Pac, but as great as Pac is, put as much effort into his rhymes as Luda.
What?
I don't believe that Pac put as much effort into his rhymes as Luda. As a matter of fact, anybody that understands Pac and how he went and did his stuff, a lot of times they said Pac went in and he just knocked out a verse and he was just. Matter of fact, you could actually see Pac recycled a lot of stuff. He recycled a lot of lines, a lot of rhymes, a lot of stuff. Pac was like he did his thing, but he was more like a viber to whatever it was that was going on. Pac could knock out a song, they said, in 15, 20 minutes. And that's why he was getting mad at Dre, because he said Dre was too slow. All right. He wasn't that great of a rapper, like lyricist. And when you talk about the effort that goes into a line, I think that Luda puts a lot more effort into his lines.
Sometimes.
Today's Pac's birthday.
Happy birthday, Pac.
Right. I was like,
sometimes. Ludacris doesn't do that all the time. He doesn't.
I really think
I'm gonna always give examples, and I can always substantiate what I'm saying. If you go into large amounts and you listen to large amounts from Ludacris, you're gonna hear a phenomenal rhyme pattern. But then you go to other songs that he got, he's not doing anything like that. And he's saying pop, balloon. He's doing cheesy shit. So he's inconsistent.
It's not.
So therefore, I'm landing my plane, sir.
What you get?
You asked me a question. You asked me a question. You asked me a question, and when I'm substantiating, you want to try and cut me off. So this is
we're just having a conversation.
So my point is, when Ludacris is rhyming, he's inconsistent with the levels of skill set he chooses to put forth. That's why I say he's just a regular rapper. Nothing stand out about him. I mean, he don't have no extreme like stance on anything. He's just a regular rapper. It's all good. I don't understand.
I did like his song Slap.
Like that. All right, let's go. Listen. Skirt out the dealership, racing to the paint shop. You gon' need a Brinks truck if I do a bank drop. Driving with my drink up, never let a drip drop. Tune up at your bitch house, that's my only pit stop. F1 Luda 200 on the speedometer. Car came with a stripper pole, miners let a photographer. Pose, Luda back now, auntie's doing cartwheels. I've been slinging chickens out of LAX and Hartsfield. Gold, music, movies, TV, triple threat. Yes, I got my mama and my partners out of debt. Yes, just incredible, and I'm on the lift off show. I take this mic and do this verse up on my jet. Damn, ever since the Hollywood star, I tripled my pay. I like that. Tell these promoters I need 500K. 500K. Cause I'm from ATLA and TA, and all I do is win. But that bitch never moved out of my way. Let her know.
Y'all disrespecting Luda. Luda is a man.
That wasn't bad.
Luda is a
It was
motherfucking
entertaining.
man, bro.
I think it was entertaining.
Hold on, wait. Let me give a shout out. Luda has largely been disrespected and
Low
left off of a lot of lists.
Like I said,
and left off of a lot of lists of some of the greatest rappers of all time, and Luda is right there. He is right there with everybody else. His wordplay, his cadence, his ability to be animated, to deliver lines. And it's not just about a bar. It's about a lot more than that. Because if it was just about a bar, then DMX wouldn't be considered one of the greatest of all time. Because DMX didn't necessarily have bars. He wasn't a lyricist, but he was one of the most captivating performers. And every time he stepped on a stage, DMX is largely considered one of the greatest performers of all time. So much so that everybody said that they never wanted to go after DMX whenever there was a concert. He would shut that bitch down. And so when people say stuff like that to me, I don't even regard it no more. I look at everything. I understand that Slimmy champions lyricism more than some of the other things that other people would champion. But Luda is absolutely a legend. And you can't have some of the successes and the level of consistency that he's had without giving him his props. I don't even know how Slimmy can disrespect Luda like that. That's crazy.
Being unique isn't the same as being great.
Disrespect. It's not disrespect. You disrespect a lot of rappers, like with the things that you say. Ludacris is a regular rapper.
He's not
a regular. He's a regular rapper.
He's not a regular.
No more, no less.
No,
he's just a regular rapper. People champion him because he came at the right place at the right time. Like that's it.
No,
he doesn't display. No. He doesn't display anything any more than anyone else. To sit here and say, to use DMX as an example when we comparing Ludacris is insane. Like
no, it's not.
Ludacris ain't DMX. Nowhere near. He don't have.
But
like,
you said you champion lyrics.
DMX isn't a regular rapper.
Okay, Sonny.
He's not a regular rapper. I think DMX is way better than Ludacris.
But you're not judging them the same.
How?
Because you was talking about his bars and his lyricism, and you said that he didn't do anything any different than anybody else.
But how? What does that have to do with DMX? How?
Because DMX doesn't have crazy bars and lyricism at all.
DMX has moments where he's held his own against some of the most
Luda does too.
Prolific. No, Luda has failed in moments up against prolific MCs, and he didn't. And he sounded the exact same, and he got washed.
I'm not even going to argue.
And he got washed.
Okay.
Like, to you, Ludacris is a legend. To me, Ludacris he's done well for himself through rap. I respect it, but no, I don't consider him a lyricist. He's just a regular rapper. You ask my opinion. I don't see anything spectacular that he did on there. He took T.I.'s cadence on that actual rap. He's using the exact same cadence T.I. used on his song.
He's
using
the song.
Dog, he's using T.I.'s exact same cadence. How are you? You're making a claim. Wait. You're making a claim for an MC. You're making a claim for an MC that he's this. Now that he's this legend, he gets on a track with somebody who he has known beef with, Like they squashed it now, but he gets on the track and uses their exact cadence. I've seen rappers get on tracks. They haven't gotten their just due for doing plenty of things where they got on songs of other artists and they never got a good look and they destroyed it. And niggas will sit up here and say, oh, it was cool. But Ludacris get on here because you like him. And he gets on there and he uses T.I.'s cadence. He doesn't say anything spectacular. He doesn't say anything outrageous. He just has a lot of emphasis and he's being a character. I don't understand what the big deal is.
Okay, Slimmy. I mean, you are who you are and you're going to think what you're going to think. I'm not trying to convince you.
You can't convince me. It's basic. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing crazy.
A lot of people do that. Like when you say, all right, cool, I'm not trying to convince you. Well, you can convince. It's like,
why say that though? Why you say you trying to convince me?
Because you're argumentative for no reason.
I'm not argumentative. You asked me a question when I gave an answer.
I respect your opinion.
You did not.
I respect your opinion.
You did not.
You're argumentative for no reason. I respect your opinion. I know that we have differences of opinion, and that's cool. I understand.
You respecting my opinion. You respecting my opinion. Wouldn't have been saying some of the things that you said. You went on to say, Slimmy listens to music a certain way. He only listens to certain things. You respected my opinion.
You only listen to certain things. That's not what I said.
You said
I only. I said you champion lyricism, and I was respecting the fact that your ear is different because you write, you battle, you actually are participating in the culture in another way that another person that listens to music doesn't. I was actually giving you props. I was saying that you listen to things and listen for things when it comes to lyricism differently than other people. That wasn't a diss. That wasn't taken away from you. I was actually giving you credit. And so I was saying that I respect your opinion. I listen for something completely different, but that doesn't take away from your opinion. But again, you're argumentative for no reason. Even when I'm giving you a compliment, you take it as a slight. That's not a slight to say that you listen to music differently than somebody else.
That's not the way it came off. None of that came off like that.
That's what I said. What do you mean how it came off? That's exactly what I said. I never took away from your credibility.
That ain't what you said, but
okay. That is exactly what I said. That's literally what I said. I gave you props. I said that you listen for things differently than other people. That don't take away from your opinion. I think that music is subjective. Everything is going to be different. But me giving you credit don't mean that I agree with you as far as how I feel about Ludacris. It just means that I respect your opinion because I respect where you come from and I know that you understand the culture. We gonna have differences of opinion, but that don't mean that we arguing about it. I love Ludacris. I think that Ludacris is underrated. I don't think he get the credit that he deserves. And I don't think he's as respected as he needs to be. So, Ludacris is the man to me. Any other thoughts?
Shout out Paul Walker.
You said you like Ludacris?
Yep. Slimmy, do you like Twister?
Twister or Twista?
It's a good thing that you actually know who I'm talking about. Congratulations.
Why is it good?
Just saying.
No, it's not good.
Do you, Slim? He's sitting there in shock.
In shock of what?
I don't know.
No,
do you think he's a good? Oh, okay.
This was, Twister's a legend. Like, I ain't gonna go down that road.
I don't know.
Not a shock value. He's not a shock value rapper. He actually has a skill set. The only problem with Twister is that he don't know how to tone down the speed so people could actually see his skills. Like he gonna always be Twister.
But I think that's a part of it, isn't it? His rapping fast.
Well, he's tongue twister. He's in the book of Guinness World Records. So yeah, I mean that's a part of it, but it's also his downfall.
Somebody said, is he a lyricist or a good rapper to you?
No, yeah, lyricist. That's the thing. He's actually a lyricist, but people only look at him as a rapper because of the speed. They can't digest everything that he's saying.
That makes sense.
All right.
Chris kind of got that speed a little bit, and I don't know. His words always rhyme. They sound good. I don't know.
I'm gonna introduce this last question really quickly. Really, I had a bunch of questions, but I don't think that we're gonna get to them. Let me play this clip really quickly from Streamer University, Kai, Adrien Broner, and Dean.
Two of y'all, I literally see Zach and Cody, okay? Great buddy power team, right? But goddamn, y'all.
What he's saying, they censoring out a lot of the words, but he's basically saying that they love the hoes too much. Like a lot of what they got going on their stream is too raunchy, and they always paying for box and all of that.
No, we ain't fighting no game. Listen, let me be real. Right? Dean, I've been knowing you since you boxing,
that's
all that. You know what I'm saying? AB, we know what time.
Okay.
Let me see something, bro. I'm gonna be real. Y'all funny as okay? Here is the thing. I see your application. You talking about you gonna call me? We don't.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Y'all be good until the Don Julio get in the system.
It take over. Take over, bro.
Yeah,
we trying to stir. We trying to. Then.
But y'all cannot keep doing it. I really feel as if you put the liquor down,
Okay.
and put to the side,
Okay.
y'all will be.
Then we'll be a piece of shit. If we put the liquor down and put the aside, we'll be a piece of.
And that's your problem, AB. That's it.
Okay. Lock it down.
No. Listen, right? Streamer University 2026. To help smaller creators grow. Ain't no crashing out. And I just see a t-shirt as a Mac in your house.
Hey.
Do y'all think that they limit themselves based off of the fact that they do drink a lot? They do always reaching out and trying to bust down the holes on camera, all of that stuff. Do y'all think that they limited themselves for what they could potentially be, Adrien Broner and stuff, because they drink so much liquor and they always paying for holes and they always busting down the holes?
Yes, it's not marketable.
Yeah. And nobody's gonna want to be around him either. I just seen,
and then that smells like they gotta stink.
He was just with, who was it, Angel? Who, the Amber Rose, and he was all on her, touching on her. She was feeling uncomfortable. I think he gonna get a reputation out here really quick if he keeps doing that, drinking and grabbing on ladies like that. That's not.
I'm starting to feel like that's like what, because it's been happening too much with him, with these random girls and like the aggression that he's having towards them. It's almost starting to feel like it's like for their stream. Like, is that intentional? Because it's like every stream I'm starting to see that. Every time we talk about them, it's like he's doing something with a woman and he's been aggressive, and it's just like, is it intentional?
I don't think it's this one because
he got 10, either 10 kids or 10 baby mamas allegedly. I think that's him.
He has a lot of kids.
And these people are exploiting him because he's so high off his rocker. He's easy to exploit and make money off of. I think maybe Drewski might have been making that little skit about them types of men. Because he's over 40 and he's trying to be like the YNs out here. Why is Kai Cenat giving you OG advice and you're the OG?
Right.
Not marketable.
At all.
Maybe not marketable, but I'm
not the OG.
Audience.
Who's not the OG?
These
Adrien
people.
Broner? He's supposed
Not
to
the
be,
OG.
but
he's like a daddy in the
University.
The YNs are schooling him, and he probably have kids.
Well, he's schooling him on
Age.
streaming. This is new shit. This is their lane.
I think the people who watch
Nobody
them,
should.
watch
Nobody
them
younger than
regardless.
you should have to tell you you're not marketable because you're
alcoholic.
you're too high or you're too drunk to do what's expected of you. Like I don't understand.
I
Why
don't
is
know. I think
Kaisa
that
not
that's what
telling
they're
you
trying to
that?
be. Is that what they're trying to be, though? I think that the people who are tuning in to see this degenerate culture that they're promoting. Like they're not tuning in to see whether or not they're going to learn something today. Like they
But
know what they're looking for.
who's investing in it? Who's footing the bill? Like, and if it's Kai, I don't blame him. If I'm putting my name and my money on the line, you gotta be marketable. I'm sorry. Clean your act up, do something. That's just me personally. That's just me. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like that would be more of a liability than anything.
Clean it up and do what? Talk about what? Like, and
I
then
don't know. Somebody else can finance you. You either better figure it out as an adult male and get it together, or I can find somebody else who can do it. Ain't nobody got time to be teaching. Like, I don't know. I have a different brain. So
I don't really watch
University insinuates that there's learning involved, so somebody does have time to be teaching.
ain't nobody got time to be teaching a 40-plus-year-old man who should, if you're gonna do this, you need to do it. Nobody taught me. Like, what are you talking about? I'm up here. No, nobody should have to coach him through it. He's 40 something years old. Sober up a bit and focus. That's it.
If he's trying to learn and he wants to be different and he wants to take his stream to the next level, okay, that makes sense. But I just don't think that that's what he wants to do. I think he just wants to live his life and film it.
No, you got a point. I agree. I don't know. We talking about him, so whatever he's doing, drunk or not, alcoholic, whatever, it's working. We're talking about him, and I guess hopefully we helping him pay his child support.
Then why'd you say all that stuff just to say we talking about him? It's crazy.
I mean, because now that I think about it, whatever his strategy,
you had like an
is, maybe
epiphany
it's
in like
working.
real time.
That welcome to my brain.
Shout out Molly.
I don't know, because people think we do this on purpose to get talked about or go viral, and that's not true. So I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. But from my point of view, I think he's several people father. He needs to sober up. Whatever he wants to do, no matter what lane it is, get it together. Because he could easily be exploited. And then when a kid who can't read is telling you what you need to be doing, it's a problem.
Who can't read? He can't read?
Can't read.
I don't think Cenat can read from what the internet talks about.
This is crazy.
I mean, y'all saw that thing.
He got more money than us, and we sit here reading books all day. So whatever.
I've been seeing those
If
videos.
you can amass the amount of wealth that he has without reading, shout out
He
to
got
him.
more money.
Facts.
I don't think R. Kelly could really read that well either, though.
Yeah, Floyd. They say Floyd Mayweather can't read either.
He
So
can't. Yeah,
fuck reading. Fuck reading. If I'm gonna give me some money. Fuck reading.
I mean, you can have money and still know how to read, though. Like,
that's not the point.
Realistically,
we think rich as fuck, and we talking about they can't read.
People cannot
Who
read
fucking cares?
The
point of read, like niggas ain't learning to read so they can get smart. They learn to read so they can navigate money and navigate life and make some money. They don't.
Or you can just make money. You could pay people to read for you.
Facts. Fuck reading. Pay me, nigga.
I mean, the fact is, when you're growing up and you're good at sports or you're good at whatever it is you do, people don't care about your academics. They're just like, okay, go run the ball, just whatever it is you do. They don't care if you can read
You
or
don't
not.
go to school to get smart. We go to school so we can have a fucking skill set to make money.
Yeah, but
most people don't do that. That's why most people go to school because they need some more money.
Also, like,
their parents need some free child
do the
care.
bare minimum, like read. Like, people can play you, and just because you have money doesn't mean that people can't take advantage of you and your money if you can't do something as basic as reading.
Shout out to Floyd Mayweather.
I was about to say it might be his problem why he going broke. He probably can read.
He ain't going broke.
Accountants to give him
He has less money, but he ain't going broke.
I mean, to his standard, he might be.
Okay.
Just because he got money don't mean you can't go broke.
Shout out to Floyd Mayweather.
But also, there's just like that thing I just sent y'all. What it say? Reading scores are down in 83% of school districts in the U.S. It's just getting worse.
I don't believe that it's the government.
This is why they don't want. This is why they want to be streamers. You don't have to be able to read to stream. You can just talk.
Gotta be able to read the chat.
They don't care.
Somebody,
the chat is what do? They have those chats that read it out to you. No, they don't.
No, he be streaming live and reading the
If
chat.
they
That
send that
nigga know how to
money, it says
read.
such and such said blah blah blah.
His vocabulary may be this small,
Oh
but
yeah,
he
I know
knows
what
how to
you're saying.
read.
Yeah, it'll read it for you.
It reads it for you.
Like a
You don't have to
Siri or
read.
something, like a girl's voice can say it. Or you can have someone else do it.
It's like
I wonder what the shelf life is for Adrien Broner. Not him. I think he's incredibly entertaining. I wonder what the shelf life is for that lifestyle. You know, being drunk every day, all day, and continuing to pay women without no repercussions, paying women on camera, and
touching women on camera.
without no repercussions. I wonder what the shelf life is for
Your
that.
cancer
Probably
down.
really short because either he'll be hurt or he'll be hemmed up in court. Like I think that there's only two ways that can go.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
I mean, I'm happy for him. I think he was almost made for streaming. I think he's incredible when it comes to being entertaining. I'm just not sure I don't know how long you could do that and still be able to get away with it.
But I think that's kind of what Kai is saying. Like, you guys have something, you're entertaining. Like, you can, you know what I mean? You can do more, but the liquor and the women can also hinder what you're trying to do. I think that's pretty much what he's saying.
But he's not trying to be another regular
Maybe
streamer.
they have nothing else to
He
offer.
don't want to be another Flavor Flav,
probably
Bad Girls Club. He don't want to. He trying to create something different. So I don't blame him.
I don't know. I don't know what he did for the First Streamers University. So
I don't know. They didn't. I mean that they didn't get in, but
they shouldn't either. And then it's like
entertaining.
y'all are trying to compete with teens and 20s, and y'all are like 40 plus washed up. Not marketable. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I think that when you get to a certain point and to a certain level, you can't do certain things openly and on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. I don't know, man. This is a weird time and a weird space. I wouldn't even feel comfortable having them type of girls around. I would be thinking that I'm gonna get me too, even if you didn't do anything that you're not supposed to do. And it's just like, yo, I don't know what the shelf life is for that.
You got a documentary coming out.
Like, are they doing it on purpose for streaming purposes? Like, are the women that they're bringing up, is it all entertainment? Like the young girl whose butt he grabbed?
No, because they'd be like, hey, who fucking for $1,000 or some shit like that? $500.
I feel like
they'd be like, who fucking? You coming? Then it'd be a girl here, a couple. What you say? How much? And they'd be like, fuck, you can't do that on camera.
And is that worth it in the long run? No. Not on his platform, no.
You can't do that on camera, man.
That's insane. And like I said, the way he was just all on Amber Rose, Ray J had to intervene.
If Ray J
network.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
And for Ray J, they have
get a contract with them. Ray J out of control.
Whoever keeps platforming him, that's who's responsible. So whatever, because he's gonna do what he's gonna do. It's a grown man. It's whoever keep giving him the shine.
Yeah, it's
I'm not gonna have to sit there and be controlling a grown man to keep his penis in his pants. So whoever keep want to deal with that, I would never be nowhere in person with him.
I guess the thing about it is just that, like, I watch the audience pay attention to him and look at him and watch him and observing and stuff, and they all rooting it on unless something bad happened, and then they're gonna turn on you.
Quick.
They'll always turn on you. The minute everything goes bad, or they'll act like, oh man, see, I knew it was gonna happen. Motherfuckers love to watch a good crash out.
And most of the people are laughing at him anyway. It's not like they're really laughing with him, because a lot of the stuff he's doing is not funny. Like, doing this type of stuff with women, it's not necessarily comedy. It's kind of like cringe, to be honest. It's like,
I'll be mad if he was my daddy.
I guess the other part of it is just that, like, as a guy, like, I don't like guys acting like that around me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, hold on for a second. Like the shit that he was doing with Amber Rose and shit, it was like, yo, hold on, bro. Like, you can't be scaring the women.
Facts.
Like, you don't want to make them uncomfortable.
Fuck them hoes.
Nah,
That's his
dog.
attitude.
No.
Gotta be.
You can't
Fuck
make
the
the
hoes.
girls uncomfortable, bro. That's not a good look, bro.
Always make the girls uncomfortable.
Adrien Broner might be one of those men who's like, if you're around me, you must want it. So whatever. He might not even care. I don't think he cares. He can't care. He wouldn't be crashing out.
You can't make the women uncomfortable. That's not a good look.
and for the women that keep seeing this stuff, like we're viewing it now, women see it and they keep going. So that's why I'm saying, is it scripted or is it? Because I couldn't even imagine why is Amber Rose around him in the first place. Like,
yeah,
that's Ray J's homegirl.
What I was gonna
Well,
say.
it's Amber Rose. Like do we have
You
high
talking about Miss
expectations for her?
Sleptwalk herself?
We don't got
Now she
high
was exempt from
expectations.
it
She got a
after
big
that.
old tat of her sons right here. We don't got high expectations.
Bro, if you making the hoe uncomfortable, nigga, you really pushing it. Like, if you making a chick that ain't even tripping about being down for whatever goes down, nigga, you probably should reevaluate some stuff real quick. Like, all right, let me slow down for a second. We got away with it for a long time. Let me be careful. Because again, the cameras are streaming 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Or I don't know about 7 days a week, but the cameras are streaming all the time. You don't want to get it. You don't.
Maybe it's CTE. I don't know.
And he reproducing the most children. That's the problem.
Well, I mean that is what it is. I mean, the
And if
people
he
who
paying a poor chick $1,000 to skeet in her, why wouldn't she? And it's ain't nobody gonna hold him accountable. So I personally don't care.
Yeah,
Kai's not the only one holding him, saying something to him. I ain't seen nobody else do it.
That must mean at somewhere down in this line, they're still winning. They're still getting money from this. They're still being lauded. You know, like they're not reaping what they're sowing. They're like, there's no consequence to it. If there was, they would stop.
He got enough money for these baby mamas and prostitutes, so something working. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's like people are paying for the crash out. Like, even when people say, you know, it's been several people like Kai and DDG and all of these people that saying, hey man, you want to put the liquor down, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then there's other people, especially fans and stuff, that be watching it and they enjoy it, right? No, man, just let them do what they do. And it's like, these people don't really give a fuck about you, bro. They care about you for the entertainment that you have right now. And they're going to laugh about you and you know, champion your crash out when it's all over.
Yeah. I think people have a hard time distinguishing like who's actually for them. Like, just because people are with you does not mean that they are for you.
Facts.
And I think he's having a hard time figuring that out. But, you know, and I hope that it doesn't bottom out and he doesn't, you know, get worse than what it is without him having a come to Jesus moment on his own. Like, I never want to see somebody just bottom out. But if he did, that's when he
Well, he up right now. You know, the money back flowing, so he up.
I ain't gonna say what I want to say.
He up right now because the money is flowing, so you know.
So it's providing more incentive.
No,
He's not asking nobody to borrow money for an Uber. Like, he's like, I got it now. Well, I mean, where is he losing to him?
I mean, he hanging around all YN, so ain't nobody there to really say nothing to him.
Right, but you have to hang around people like that if this is what you want to do. Like, you're not really trying to have people in your face telling you.
But he is a boxer. We
wrong.
know athletes are not known for their brains. They're usually getting them bashed in. I don't. This is what people like. This is what a certain different demographic likes. It's what's entertaining. He's making his money. If he's taking care of his children, if they're fed and happy, whatever, private school, whatever. Clap it up, do whatever. I don't know. It's a market for it. I wouldn't personally put my money behind it, but or my attention. Somebody watching them. We talking about them.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on AB and Dean?
Who is Dean?
Dean is the person that he be dressing like, but Dean is the person that has already been a streamer for a long time.
I need to see the age difference between these two gentlemen. Okay.
Dean brought up AB on, and Dean is the one that kind of put him on the whole streaming thing. So,
Dean, you the pimp?
No, his name is
I know
Dean.
a pimp in the hole when I see one.
His name is Dean the Great. So yeah. Any other thoughts? Even outside of that whole situation? Any other thoughts in general?
Well, I have a question.
Sure.
I had this conversation with Slimmy and Miss Sanchez. I don't know how it came up, so don't ask. But the question was, how do men feel about being called daddy?
And what by their kids or by a woman?
Not by a child, by a woman. That you're.
Is it during sex or is it not during sex?
Yes.
During sex?
Or no.
Or both.
Yeah.
Two different situations.
So there's two different feelings about it?
I think so.
I
personally think so. I think if it's during sex, then fuck. I've said a little bit of anything during sex. So
nope, nigga. I like weird shit, nigga, but don't say that, nigga.
Don't say daddy.
What?
I didn't mince words.
I'm just asking.
Okay, well, why? Why are you?
That's weird, nigga. Like that's weird for you to say daddy and what your daddy is to you, and you enter that into something so dirty.
You thinking about it that deep? If she moaning and she screaming and she say yes, daddy, you like no.
That's fucking weird. No. I'm gonna pull out. My dick's gonna not be hard anymore, nigga. It's over.
You weird, bro. You're weird as fuck. Well, let's have a conversation on the other lens as far as like on some regular.
This is so dumb. Why'd you ask that question?
On some regular shit. If she's like calling you daddy, it's like a pet name. It's like, babe, what's up, babe? You know, it's not. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Well,
why
she says
daddy?
It in Spanish,
like,
Quentin.
Why
What's
daddy?
In Spanish? Does Spanish make it different?
Poppy?
If it's Poppy?
Mm-hmm.
It does, because I don't really know what that means. Fuck you, Molly. Ay, papi, me gusta. I don't know what none of that shit means.
Nah, I don't think it's a big deal. You say whatever the fuck you want.
Call you the N-word?
So Quentin, okay, since you said that, how would that go if you're with the white woman that you're with and that comes up and she's like, y'all getting it in?
They be saying it. Them white women be calling them the ends. They call them the ends. Now that's one thing I'll say.
No.
I ain't no man, but these white women be calling y'all ends and y'all take it.
I mean, I ain't never.
Y'all take it when black women say it too, though. Y'all just take it.
I think that's different. So Quentin, what do you do?
They take it.
I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't continue on. I might fucking try to choke her out and go like, fuck you, and go harder.
Wait.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that other one, but
yeah, that's weird. That's all these things are weird.
I seen a video of a girl that said she had no sex appeal, but she said she grew up like, kind of tomboyish, but she said she was like she still could F, but she was like if a dude asked her to like dance for her, she'd be like, how you want it, fuck nigga? She was going to rest.
Nah. I don't like weird. I'm not a weird type of. I'm not interested in the weirdness.
Video had me laughing.
Because we, you know what? I don't know. I'm just past teaching days. You gotta already be. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You already gotta be. You gotta be there a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So nah, but I don't care about none of that little pet name shit. That's cool. Whatever. Most of the time it's in the moment. You know what I'm saying? It's natural.
Closing time.
I don't believe that I don't know, man. Most of these girls, they done already said and did everything that they gonna do. By the time that you get the nickname, nigga, you getting the same nickname that somebody else already had. So
let me say, shaking your head.
Yeah,
you getting the same nickname that everybody else already had, bro. If
no,
she,
my
yes,
girlfriend
nigga,
called me Monkey Butt because I had a hairy butt. No, she didn't call nobody else that.
What?
Wow.
Please say she was. Never mind.
Get off there.
Monkey butt is crazy. Hairy butt is even crazier.
Hairy butt.
There's so many things I could have lived my entire life without knowing.
Why was she looking at your? Why was she in your ass?
I think I want to go
like
now.
monkey butt. Like it's just kind of like have like a nice little fuzz on it. Like I used to call her
Like
baby
a
orangutan because
baboon?
her arms.
What?
You called her what?
Baby
Y'all
orangutan.
was some
She like had
monkeys
like a nice
dating.
little glaze of hair on her arm. They call her baby orangutan. It was cute.
Why was she looking at your ass?
Because I got a nice ass.
I'm about to go to bed, man. This shit is getting weird, man. Come on.
How do you know you got a nice ass?
Because I've heard that before. Like
Why are you
everyone likes
asking
my ass.
questions?
Like a nice good pair of like black briefs. Like a lot of women say that.
You believe it? Never mind.
I don't know why.
He
When that
believed
nigga
it. He
get the
was
stutter,
working in
when that
the
nigga get the
hotel.
stutter, and he truly perplexed.
Like what does that mean? But why would they just lie?
What?
Can we just move on?
What do they say? Oh, baby,
That wasn't meant to slip out.
What do they say?
They be like that
move on.
booty.
That booty.
That's worse when you have to do why they love you. I don't know.
So what do you do when they say that?
I don't say it. I don't acknowledge it. I just take the compliment
You
and
just
keep it
blush.
pushing. I take the compliment and keep it pushing. I might throw it back for a little bit. I'm just kidding.
What's that weird?
Super chats. Super chats.
Just kidding.
For the love of God. Super.
Oh man.
That is.
That's why you be showing
not-
cheeks on the camera. These women got you gassed up.
Oh, that is so hilarious.
And he be twerking in the hallway.
It's like circle.
He
Like, I have a
twerked on the
circle
camera.
butt.
Anton had to cut it off.
Yep, he
I got like
twerks.
What do you mean?
like,
What do you mean? It's a circle?
like you can tell like I do
Anton.
squats. You can tell I do squats and lunges and stuff.
Come on, man.
That nigga Quentin said, "I want the thick one."
I'm shocked women haven't hit him up to get on the panel just so they could try to get clapped by Quentin. I'm really shocked. As much as he advertises himself.
I've learned to not respond to the women.
Oh, okay.
Y'all niggas in the chat is
Wait,
weird.
so you only respond to the men?
I don't respond to anybody.
What kind of recruiter are you?
A good one. That's what, nigga. Don't start, Anton.
Man, just
Don't
have somebody,
start with me, nigga.
have somebody else do it, man. Shit is ridiculous.
Who else gonna recruit?
What
I
we
mean, you want to
recruiting
skate.
for? I'll
I
recruit
can't
the
even make it on
guys.
time. You know, I can't recruit. Who gonna recruit?
I'll recruit the guys.
No, you have to recruit
You
everybody.
gotta have all your teeth.
You can't be sitting up here calling Anton James P. Fields either.
The fact that y'all think there's a recruiter is why y'all are not that.
Well, they in my
I don't
inbox
have a
talking about
DM for me
you.
to recruit anybody.
I don't. Why do I care? I don't care about none of your
About
inbox.
you not answering their inbox.
I don't care about none of your inbox.
You can't have no women do it. Can't be no women. They gonna take some money.
What?
No, I'm pretty proud of myself.
Offers you money
today.
Nobody can take Anton's money.
No, I'm not talking about taking Anton's money. I'm talking about the people that's trying to get on the panel.
if they offer their money.
I don't. What
Application
the
fee.
fuck do you think this is, nigga? It's the same people. Like, why you think you're just gonna insert yourself because you inbox
like
the
scammer
nigga?
energy.
I don't know. I like that. There's an application fee.
Exactly. See,
I think that
proving my point in real time.
Q Diddy, I think he took a.
And then nobody thought of that.
Either Q Diddy took a pill, some kind of upper, or that nigga took a nap today. One of them.
I went to sleep. I dropped my kid off to her mom at 5:30, and I've been asleep ever since.
I love it. He's been engaged, been talking. Clayton is actually talking a lot. That's dope.
Well, I don't talk when they cut me off, so.
Oh God.
Any other final thoughts or questions?
I think that one chick, what was her name that was on the Q show? Remember her? The chick from New York. What was her name? She had that hardcore like fucking accent. Hold up. She's so fine.
As most people from New York do.
Aaliyah?
No, here she go. I'm gonna
I like Aaliyah.
accent. This shit is great. Hold up. I hope she ain't listening. Listen to this shit.
Ari.
I really thought, didn't you have it as Q Diddy?
Oh, I know how you is.
Look, that shit
She
is so.
Hispanic, Quentin.
I know
She's something.
I know who he's talking about.
Yep.
Her name was
that.
You gonna
Not
recruit
you have a
her?
recording of her saying your voice.
Recruit her.
Right. It didn't take long to find
Why do
it
you
either.
care? Why do you care what I
Right.
ask?
Creepy. I mean, you just played it for us.
Why do you care?
Why'd you save it?
Do you want me to talk about other stuff I have on my phone?
Please do. Oh, okay.
Can we not?
Let me read these super chats.
Please. What?
Down South says lived in Cali for 12 years. Food was disgusting. Cali got a decent food scene. I like Cali's food scene.
Mexican food, the best.
Cali got a really good food scene, man. They got a really good food scene.
Their food is really fresh, so I like that.
TS says, Slim, you heard Kendrick new song, Boom?
I don't drink Mountain Dew.
That's a Royce the 5'9" title. I'm not gonna listen to it. Boom is my favorite song by Royce the 5'9". I'm not gonna listen to this shit that Kendrick started.
Facts.
Why did you say facts?
Oh no, that's a good question. That sounded good.
Spacer says, for what it's worth, don't go see Scary Movie in theaters. I'm being generous with a 2.5. Wait until it's on Tubi. It'll be there in a couple of weeks.
Really? No movie.
You should have known better. You should have known better than to go see it.
So is Disclosure? That's out, right?
Yes.
Disclosure Day? Yeah.
Somebody said 3 hours. I can't do it.
Don't. Just don't.
I'm about to watch that online.
Don't. Watch it on Hulu, Watch World, all type of whatever site you can find. Do not go see Disclosure Day in theaters.
It couldn't have been that bad. So, I mean,
it
compared to something that we watched on the show that was bad.
Right, whatever that was that we saw. That
if this would have been on a Sunday, this probably will arguably get the lowest rating that you could get.
Wow.
Because and it's because I had high expectations for it. Just like everybody else.
Really?
I didn't have high expectations, but
it's an alien movie. We know it's fake.
Is it?
Well, it's, and that's the problem. That's all I'll say. And then you expect it from Steven Spielberg, who directed E.T. You got high expectations for it.
E.T. Go Home. That was such a sad movie. Yeah, I cried on that movie. He just wanted to go home. It was sad.
Did you say phone home?
No, he just wanted to get out of there.
Yeah, he said phone home, not go home.
Well, he was sad. That's all I know, and I cried.
Why would you cry at E.T.?
I just said go home. Sad.
He was able to.
It was dramatic.
Did he go home though?
Stupid.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Did he die or something?
Nobody knows if ET ever made it
I thought he
home.
died.
Right.
GMT Travel says, y'all, reach in Thailand is just a cheap but great lifestyle. Condos is $500 a month, and it's a lot of African and American women there. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, Slim, do you like Luda? Well, I think he answered
He's
that
okay.
question. JM says, JM410 says, Slimmy, what are your thoughts on Disclosure Day? I think he said that already. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, AD play Luda freestyle now. Luda definitely is lyrical. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, AD play the Janice shut the F up freestyle.
Yeah, that
He's not
going
to care about it regardless. It doesn't matter.
That one was even worse. Like the Janice was, that shit was low key embarrassing. Like he was using rhymes from fucking 2002. Like Anton talking about Pac regurgitated some stuff. This nigga Ludacris was really trying to use stolen rhymes. Like it looked bad. It looked real bad. But you know, nobody gonna see it like that. They gonna always give him his props. Sad.
Casual Germ says mumble rappers tried to copy Twista, but ended up confusing everyone, so we paid them to stop. Rilo G says my personal top 3 rappers is Ye, Juvenile, and Pac. Spacer says Twista definitely has bars in his flows. You may have to listen to it 47 times before it sinks in, but he's amongst the best when it comes to balancing bars and punchlines, popular yet underrated.
Facts.
TS Car Wash and Detail Services 80. You saw what Terrence Crawford told AB. Yeah, he said something like he wasn't coming on until he stopped drinking or some shit like that. Mun says hashtag Team Molly. Kai
Thank
says
you.
AB can be quite challenging to watch at times while streaming. TS says even Tiny Desk was fire. Tiny Desk was fire. Check it out. Kai says, make money and pay someone to read for you is the dumbest Molly statement. Josh McLean says, like I was saying, Nixon 5, it's that time. Green Blaze Fly Eagle says, hey, Anton, what are your thoughts on Charleston White abruptly cutting off the Carmelo Anthony family? I already did a video on it. TS says, I don't have any thoughts. I mean, I think he could do whatever he wanted to do. Crawford told AB he not coming on the stream until they get in shape. TS says Kendrick's song Boom is from DMX. Here come the boom. Box Beater says peekaboo. Peekaboo. TS says Cap, Scary Movie 6, hilarious. But see, this is what I'm saying. Different people have different opinions and they look at it from a different lens. Somebody will say it's trash, and then another person will say it was dope.
They try to put too much in it. Like everything was like literally from like the LGBT. Like they tried to fit everything in it to where it was just kind of corny.
This person just said it was dope, so who cares?
Courtney Eggershow says shout out to AD Slimmy in the panel. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says Slim, you saw The Passenger or Obsession was fire.
I didn't see Passenger. I saw Obsession. Obsession was pretty interesting. It was better than Disclosure Day. That's for sure.
That black man says Disclosure Day was dope. God bless America, the greatest country on earth.
Man, y'all niggas be
There's a new movie out with Tay Diggs, but you gotta like download like a special app to watch it.
Nobody cares.
I don't wanna. It looks good though. Like the premise is he's like fucking his best friend's daughter. Premise is pretty good.
Okay.
Wait, what, bro? What kind of shit is this to watch?
It looks like it's got good reviews, especially from the black.
Yeah, all you got to do
married
is
woman.
All you got to do is go over to Pornhub, download a special app, sign up, and then you can get a hold of it, or OnlyFans. Courtney Egger Show says Molly got the Aaliyah bandana on. Shout out to Molly. TS says Dame got a diss song dissing Jan Cam.
Oh my God, this nigga need to stop. Fuck, man. God damn, man. I'm starting to think New York dudes just seek attention just for every little thing. Like it's always the same shit. These niggas be backbiting each other. Now you making diss records, y'all niggas was homies.
What is a backbite?
TS says Scary Movie 6 did 110 million globally.
That's not a lot.
Yes, it is.
Nope. Not globally, nope.
Did you? How do you know?
I googled it.
$110 million is not a lot for a $30 million budgeted movie.
They only made 80 million. That's crazy.
This nigga's crazy. A.R. Smitty says, I know the movie Quentin is talking about. Shut up.
Oh, someone does care. Look at that.
He weird too.
He didn't say he cared. He just says he knows.
Shout out to my guy.
I don't even know his name.
You don't even
Hit me up. We'll get you on the panel.
That's probably a woman.
A.R. Smitty is not a woman.
Oh, that's who typed that?
Look at you. That's crazy.
Have you planned the meetup stuff yet, Anton?
Yep.
Okay.
Not going. Fuck DC.
Daddy in the Caddy says Q Diddy, like, is it Patchy or Pakeysaurus? Said nobody cares.
Facts. It was better when I said it. The original.
Kim, you going to the meetup?
Sure.
Nobody knows shit about the meetup.
It doesn't matter. You know, I just be looking for a reason to take off. Or maybe I'll work like I did last time. Free hotel.
This meetup, I think I'm gonna be I might be solo dolo. So
what does that mean?
Right.
Prior plans for other people. I usually roll with more than one person. But you know, it's other plans. You know, different stuff that's already having out of town and all of that type of stuff. And so the weekend that I might have to do the meetup it's just gonna be me and my security. That's it.
Where is where
what?
You said DC again?
I'm gonna release it for the people because Quentin like to talk too much.
No, I don't. I don't. That's shut the fuck up.
Facts.
Why would you?
Because he noticed the truth.
I don't shit. Shit.
Why? Quentin,
shit. Quentin talk too much. Coming from you is rich.
No, baby.
We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We out. Peace.